Ladies and gentlemen, War Wrestling presents War 22, Hall of Fame 13. Yeah!
Let's do this! Fight! 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 This is war and it's on tonight, so get up and fight! Get up and fight! You've had all your life to run and hide. Step up, now step up! Let's do this! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Ladies and gentlemen, our opening contest.
Welcome to War 22. It is anniversary season.
Yes, it is.
Bryce T and Bryce. Boy, oh boy, are we in for a heck of a night.
Yes, we are. Folks, you hear Rick Toms. We are kicking off this giant night of action with a huge battle royal where the winner will get a title shot of their choosing.
And now
When they
let's bring out the
decide.
contestants for our battle
This is going to be
royal.
fascinating because I always feel like that there are some. Oh, this guy. I was going to say there are some great names in this matchup, and then
Here comes the first stringers.
the first guy through the curtain messes it all up.
In order here, you got Coach Steve, you got Ripper Maverick, Connor Knox, Zeke Mercer, Jarris Gray, Bruce Gray. Brucey baby's back in town.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing
Load
Baloney,
up your mobile home.
River Maverick,
Chelsea
Connor
Lines,
Knox,
say hello to Mother.
Zeke Mercer,
Jake Ely representing
Jarris
the crew, and they
Gray.
are well represented here tonight. They already rock a big match.
Yes, they are. He's looking to get a win here tonight. Coming back, Austin L.
Oh, and the re-debut of a Slim Trimmins as he's doling out Twinkies.
Everyone's favorite fitness influencer.
And of course, Bomani, the walking mountain back there. They just keep getting bigger and bigger, and my hero, your hero, Mr. Main Event.
And
Oh my goodness.
is that mysterious Movado in the background?
Is that, did we get a flight from Planet Detroit today?
I thought he left our planet.
He might be back.
And wait a second,
Some Hall of Fame members.
Is that who I think it is?
Dirty.
the Dirty are here.
My goodness. How do you win this matchup with this much talent, this much influence, this much prestige, and I guess seems like, oh yeah, Jake Ely's here too.
Folks, I do just want to remind you, in case you are not familiar with the rules of Battle Royal, you must go over the top rope and both your feet must touch the floor for you to be eliminated. Last person standing will be the winner. And you know, I gotta say, McCormick, Jake Ely is, for once, doing something really smart and actually starting on the outside so he can't just get immediately eliminated.
Oh, Mr. Main Event is going to take some bumps from one of the Bumpin' Uglies, and of course, Slim Trimmins. He's already, if you're not familiar with Mr. Main Event, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, I don't know how. He already marked Slim Trimmins. He carries a Sharpie with him to the ring, and he takes pride in marking guys and seeing who gets the most.
Well, right now he's getting some Twizzler twists, that's for sure. Oh, right across that well-defined pectoral muscles of Mr. Main Event.
And look at Brucey Jack.
Brucey Jack taking it off. I think he's trying to woo Miss Lyons over here. But now the other Mr. Gray is wanting to get in on it.
How does Jarris think he's going to wrestle with sunglasses on?
Wouldn't be the first person I've seen do it.
Jake Ely being beaten out by Zeke Mercer. Bomani, of course, just, double knockers for the first stringers.
Fans, last time you probably saw Momani here at War was when he was the insurance policy, part of one Humbleville at the time. Now he's back as imposing as ever. Miss Lyons now, she's just taking it to everybody who steps in front of her.
Oh, this
but
is not going to go well.
no, it's not. No. It says slap to the face of Slim Trimmins. And Bomani almost. Oh no!
Oh,
No, he
you
just
can't do
You
that.
can't just kiss a woman like that. That's
Receipt?
deserved.
Is that a receipt?
That's deserved. And that too.
I was going to ask, do you think that's the first or the second time, or maybe the last, I doubt it's the last, that Jake Ely is going to be slapped by a woman in the face today?
I wouldn't be surprised if that was not the first time that's happened today.
Now Coach Steve is giving his guys instructions on the outside, and Brucey's just here to party. He's going to get, by the way, very soon, his DD Trash partner around Mathis back, and they're going to be terrorizing the tag team scene as a first elimination. Out goes the White Wolf and Jarris Gray.
Jarris Gray was a good run. You had your chance, but unfortunately, not today.
Not really a surprise. Austin Mannix, the one-man militia, trying to take out everybody. He just thumbed, I think, Maverick right in the eyes. Now the Dirty working together to get Ely out of here, and
that's certainly one method of attack. Ely's
Crew
holding
is
on
feeling
though.
dirty. Nobody in there to help Jake Ely. All his buddies are in the back getting ready for their matches.
Absolutely. Jimmy Shane will be involved in a body bag match against Matt Taylor.
Oh,
Shawna.
chokeslam.
Oh, gigantic fall there.
You see that spot over there that used to be Zeke Mercer?
Yes,
I think he saw it.
shame he's kind of a puddle on the floor now.
Is it though?
Is
Sounds like a guy who likes it.
To give another bit of an overview for what else to expect tonight. As I said, the body bag match, Shawna Reed will be defending her War Women's Championship match in a match against Paris McQueen. We have in our main event here tonight, Whole Lotta Dude, Crash Jackson, and the Beastman
Goodbye, Zeke.
taking on each other for the vacant War Heavyweight Championship. You see, hanging for the rafters right now is the War Respect Championship that will be contended in a ladder match later on between champ Ryan Michaels, Jacob Rose, and Orlando Christopher. And Mr. Main Event.
I was more thinking, what's going on with Brucey over there? Mr. Main Event, of course he's going to choke him out while he's just on top of the ropes.
I think Brucey's running out of air now. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on.
Someone's going to try to repossess his mobile home. Oh, Bomani. Just a shotgun blast to the chest and first stringers. Mr. Main Event with the elbow right to the head, and oh, Brucey's in a bad spot.
Should note that Bruce has not fully gotten back into the ring. He's only been halfway back into it. And Slim Trimmins looks like did not finish the job.
The Dirty now splitting up, just trying to take out everybody. Movado having some problems with Miss Chelsea on the other side.
You see the first stringers both clutch into the bottom rope for dear life. They were instructed by Coach Steve that one of the two of them have to win this match so they can grant their title shot over to Brandon Fields. But we'll see if that comes to pass.
He's so angry with him, he's not even here today. Mr. Main Event, this is tailor-made for him. Brandon Edwards kicked him right in the back of the knee. He said, what are you doing? I'm trying to choke out your partner.
Chelsea's stomping down there onto Bruce Gray. Bomani, meanwhile, spearing there. Movado into the corner. Austin Elm now taking on both members of First Stringers.
Of course, Austin representing Lima, and he might be going out to see his people here in a second. Maverick just trying to dump him over the ropes, and Brucey able to work his way back in, and he took a finger to the eye. Oh, Mr. Main Event. Jake Ely taking it.
Got
Slim Trimmins.
Poke to the eye to Bomani, poke to the eye to Bruce Gray.
I'm not sure that Bruce knows where he's at.
Slim Trimmins just did a poke to the eye to Chelsea.
Pretty sure that Mr. Main Event just punched Brucey south of the solar plexus.
You know what I'm astounded by, McCormick?
Most of the people in this match.
Yes, but the fact that Jake Ely's still here.
There goes Movado.
Movado is going back to his, well, not home planet, that's here, but I guess we'll see him in another 15 years.
Well, it's possible. Jake Ely's like that cockroach, you just can't get rid of.
True. He will survive the apocalypse. Have longer than any of us, probably.
I have no doubt of that whatsoever. It's everybody just kind of squaring off, and you've got two established tag teams in the ring right now, and Chelsea trying to explain to Joe Copaz, he poked me in the eye. Joe's saying, I'm not really sure what you want me to do about this.
Yeah, there's no disqualifications in this match. Slim Trimmins taking a breather.
Brucey's trying to get a date. It's lady behind us. He's been trying to get her number. What I was going to say, though, you've got two established tag teams in this matchup, and you've got pretty much the walking tag team in the middle of it, and Bomani just destroying everybody.
Yep. Elm now getting the worst of the wrath of Bomani here.
Oh, Brucey.
Oh.
Up on the wrong side. He tried to take out Austin Mannix. He was going to try to hit him with a DDT, but Brucey thumbed him in the eye. Brucey's trying to make a deal.
Groupie Jack going on the wrong side of the tracks. Yes, he is. Bruce Gray, it was good seeing you again.
See you later, Bruce. Bruce has got a long history with this event. War 13 was part of a big tag team match. It's actually a 6-man match, and Elvis Elliott, Cody Hawk in that match, Jimmy Shane, John Murray. I mean, a who's who. Guys who want to be, at least for a night, Bruce's tag team partner.
Right now, looks like Austin Elm trying to eliminate Slim Trimmins. Couldn't get his leg up over the rope. Trimmins wasn't flexible enough to get his leg up there.
So down to 10 now. I don't know that Bruce knows or cares that he's been eliminated. And again, there goes Jake Ely under the bottom rope. Oh, this is not going to end well for Slim. And here, a mistake. Austin Elm just hanging out near the ropes, and
he's still holding on, though. Chelsea trying to make him break his grip, but hangs on tight.
Mr. Main Event now being beaten down by Bulletproof Brandon Edwards. There's just so much when these battle royals happen of what is going on here.
Yeah, I remember earlier this year when we were trying to cover the War Rumble. Oh, buddy.
Trimmins.
Bomani able to finish the job. Trimmins is out of here.
The first stringers now trying to get Bomani out, and they are successful. Coach Steve thinks he won.
What in the? Michael, I can't believe it.
Although getting Bomani out does feel like a win.
The crowd just cheered the first stringers.
And a straight right hand, and there goes Chelsea.
Chelsea Lyons is gone.
Sent her all the way back to Cleveland.
Now it looks like Connor has a plan here to take on Austin. Bomani's going to get back into this.
Peachy Rodriguez and Joe Copaz are going to take on Bomani.
That's not going to end well for them.
I'm going to think that they're going to visit the hospital.
Something tells me that this might not be the last we see the anger of Bomani.
I'm going to hope that I'm not the guy behind the curtain. Oh, wait, a wedgie!
Oh, wedgie to Mr. Main Event!
Usually it's Mr. Main Event giving out wedgies. And a wedgie, and whoa, Bundy, there he goes.
Oh, nasty landing there onto the side.
And who was there to help out? Of course it was Jake Ely.
Ely has very wisely, albeit cowardly, but wisely, stayed out to the edge, stay under that bottom rope. Can't get eliminated if you're not in a spot to do it.
So you got the Dirty and the first stringers.
And Austin Elm and Jake Ely.
They are by themselves now, and Coach Steve didn't look like he was in a good mood today, so I can only imagine what is being said to those fans. A meeting of, Maverick, good night. Oh, and a massive uppercut. Here comes the Dirty, the reason why they're Hall of Famers and former tag champs. Speared him in half.
Connor Knox is out. Dead weight on the floor. Stumbling River Maverick. Good night, buddy.
Two fastballs to the side of the head, and the Dirty, again, individual gold, singles gold, double kicks to the head. And that'll be about the end of the first stringers, I would believe. There goes
Connor, and there goes River.
Watch out, though.
Wait.
A Thunderbird looking to fly.
There's no, I was just about to say, there's no way that Jake Ely's going to be able to take on both members of the Dirty, right?
So he's now got to look for a friend, and I don't think he's going to find any in the Dirty.
The Dirty are asking, should we do it? The crowd is making their opinion very well known.
I tell you what, as someone who's been here for a long time, oh,
Well, that'll take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
it's still, well, 2 birds, yes. A bird in the hand is, I think, is how that goes. And it,
Double drop kick sends both members of the Dirty out.
and a
We're,
limit-
we're down
Wow.
to 2.
And it's Jake Ely, the cockroach of War Wrestling, against one half of the Pride of Lima, Ohio.
Time to have your nightmare on Elm Street, Ely, because Austin's coming at you.
And a beautiful move. I thought it was just going to be a straight hip toss, but it's still odd to me as someone who's been here forever to hear these fans cheer the Dirty. Just going back. Ely now, he's going to try.
He's almost off. He's hanging on tight.
Elm can't believe it. Ely.
Oh,
now,
he's got him. They're both
this
dangling.
is a precarious situation for both these guys.
If either one of these 2 fall right now, since they've not gotten back in the ring, they will be eliminated.
Can it be a golden night for the crew? It's got to start here. Ely caught a foot on the mistake, and they low blow. Oh, it's got to be academic at this point. The kiss
Ely.
of death.
A kiss goodnight. Pack sends you on your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match.
Jake Ely now has himself a title shot.
Ely.
Any title he wants, at any time he wants. Jake Ely has just ended his 2025 losing streak. And what a match to win.
Some of the biggest hitters, not only in today's War Wrestling, but in the history of War Wrestling. And some of the dirtiest players we have, including Mr. Main Event, and he still overcame the odds, and I dare say outsmarted everyone. Pick up the win.
Outsmarted, outwitted, came out on top by hook or crook or a lot of low kicks.
It only takes a couple.
Folks, the crew are off to a good start of their night. We're going to see what comes up next for them. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of a huge, huge night.
Number 2 here at the anniversary show, and we had a great afternoon earlier.
This next match is scheduled for
Nearly
one
disrupted
fall.
by Dexy and Beastman. She's on her way now, and
Introducing first,
maybe something of
accompanied to
note
the ring
here with
by
Alex Lynch, this
Dexy
arm in a sling, who was scheduled to be in this match.
from Waverly Hills Sanitarium.
A little bit of a
Led
change.
to the ring by
The former War Wrestling Tag Team Champions in the Wikked.
Kronos, the presenter.
Nice of Kronos to wear a tie, though.
And he's from Fort Ancient, Tacoma
I saw
Valley.
Kronos at the VIP meet and greet earlier.
Wrestler
Very dapper man.
himself.
What the?
Wait a minute.
The prophet of pain.
What?
Amo.
Huh?
This was not the originally scheduled partner for this group. I am shocked to see this mammoth man back here in World Wrestling.
And tonight's our third personal partner is Dingo.
A crazy amount of beef in this matchup.
You're telling me. I guess one man's down. You gotta slot in another.
Or 2. It's pretty much going to be a 6-on-3 at this point. And they get to the other side, and a well-traveled young man who
We won't linger on that one.
I hope that we didn't even get what Dexy just did on camera. But it is about to go down.
And
A pride of
opponent,
Bath High School here in
He's
Lima,
from
Ohio.
Lima, Ohio.
Will the Thrill, the former two-time
the
Wrestling Tag
Thrill.
Team champion, and he's got to be smart enough not to jump into that ring with all those monsters.
Like I said before earlier tonight, wouldn't be the first time.
He did once jump into a 2-on-1 match.
Against members of the Wikked, I believe.
That's how he originally kind of got into that whole beef with Jimmy Shane, who said that he let him down, and we'll hear Jimmy probably opine later on about everything that he's in for a big night. But speaking of big nights, I would almost say Mr. Anniversary Show. Mr. Mo Better Wrestling
From the
himself, and
Rage
he's
Dojo
everything
by way
champion
of
in Apollo Starr.
New York, Poison Apollo Starr.
He's here to dance right now, but in about 2.5 minutes, he's going to be here to kick and punch somebody in the face.
Absolutely. Oh, he's got the mic too. We know Cassius was supposed to be here in this match as well.
Check it out. We've been going through some
The
things
question is,
trying to put this match
is their
together.
partner?
You know, my son Cash couldn't make it. He was supposed to be back, but he got hurt training to come back again, so we're dealing with that. And I was gonna have my partner Drew come, but he got a new job and he couldn't make it. I damn near ran out of people to call, but then somebody called me. Somebody called me, he said, Uncle Q, I would be honored to fight for the honor of Will the Thrill. I'd be honored to fight for the honor of Uncle Q, and he would be honored to fight for the honor of the War Wrestling fans in Lima, Ohio.
Must have been a heck of a phone call.
So ladies and
Must have
gentlemen,
been, so who could it be?
I present to you my newest nephew and my big partner. He is the OVW United States Heavyweight Champion, Eric Starr!
Can you imagine Apollo's speed dial at this point?
There you see him carrying that beautiful pure white belt with him. The OVW United States Champion, Eric Starr, is back here at War Wrestling.
We saw him a couple of months ago, and it is going to be a straight-out fight.
Oh, God, the war begins.
Here we go, quite literally. Everybody just staying away from Dingo. That's probably a good idea. I don't know that it's any better of an idea, though, to go right at the Wikked. This is just...
Talk about it. From both teams, talk about a heck of a replacement.
I think Jexy is probably going to try to sue somebody or get somebody suspended for letting this happen. Just the insanity of this match. Hey, good luck, Peachy.
Yeah, I do not envy PG Rodriguez one bit in this matchup.
He's got a family to get home to, and I don't know that he's going to be in the same shape as when he left.
I don't think any of the 6 men in this ring are going to be in the same shape as they left them.
That shape is a puddle. Surge squaring off with Krotos in one corner. We got Amos and Will the Thrill in another. And then Bomani trying to, or excuse me, Saul Bomani, sorry, Dingo. Rather, I was just thinking of everybody who's been destructive tonight, apparently. Just straight right hands to Apollo Starr.
And an elbow right on the cranium as well. Peachy's just trying to get some order to occur, at least get it down to just one member of each team in the ring. But this is just going to be pure chaos, folks.
I just don't see it happening because it's a 6-man Texas tornado that he's going to try to figure out. But, man, just, you know, here's a huge splash into the corner on that back elbow from Eric Surge. But I was just thinking, I can't believe we had any food left in the back with all the monsters roaming around. Amos, it's a good thing I got some of that macaroni beforehand. Also, Beastman's lurking back there somewhere, looking to fight or throw a chair at people.
Yeah, if you were here live in the audience, you would have seen Beastman causing quite the havoc, throwing many a steel chair into the ring during the preemptive ceremony of the Hall of Fame.
Eric Surge says, bring your monster. Oh! Right knee to the
knee.
face. And then he and Bomani almost got into it. And then a couple of guys gave Beastman a chair as Eric Surge almost beheaded Kronos. Who's left in the ring. There go two monsters. Oh, this is going to not go well for Dingo, I think. Little thrill in the corner. Here he comes.
Sling off into the ropes. Just look, even both of them was not enough.
Surge with a oh! What a pounce!
Au revoir, the Wicked.
Down goes Dingo. Well, the Thrill's thinking about catching a flight. The way up to the top, and Will, what's he got on his mind? He's got to clear a heck of a distance. Looks for the moonsault, and oh my goodness!
And it connects. All three men knocked to the floor.
Well, the Thrill almost took out 5 people in the front row. Oh no, wait. Who's thinking about flying next? I think Apollo said, hey man, I'm too old for that. I'm just gonna go over there and beat him down.
Surge had the same idea.
That's a pretty good idea.
And now the beatdown continues. Now on the outside, oh, this kid in the front row is about to get a chance of a lifetime. Smacking that old head. Oh, and a
right
punch.
in the face. Amos doesn't know where he's at right now. Jexy threatening Eric Surge with a bone, and you see Alex Lynch with that sling.
I think if it wasn't for Lynch stretching out his good arm there, Jexy would have swung at her.
I think he probably doesn't know any better than he would try to swing there.
Oh, big meaty chop from Dino.
Starr, who's been kind of at odds with a lot of people, picked a hell of a teammate. Dingo's just asking for it. Then hit me.
I think every single strike that these two men give each other, it just makes them more ferocious.
I think those are the two kind of guys that if you hit them, you just tend to tick them off. Trying to get back into the ring, but Will fighting up the ramp with Amos. Amos might be the prophet of pain, but he's going to need a doctor. Dingo with a hellacious kick. Now it's Will who's in trouble. You know, there's those 2 ladders in the entranceway that Will was admiring, but Amos is always looking for any kind of way to inflict some more pain, and I don't know what he's going to do on that hard ramp out there.
Oh no.
Oh, into the cutter. Hit him with a stunner right on the ramp.
And Amos out like a light right now.
So is Eric Surge in the ring. Oh, Dingo. I felt the building shift. Oh no.
Surge is just limp there on the side of the ring. Apollo, meanwhile, taking it to Kronos.
Oh, Will, this is not the greatest idea you've ever had.
Hey, a sneak attack, it's something. Even if you don't think it's going to be effective.
Is it an attack when you just irritate the man? This is... Will's done a lot of things. The kid's got a lot of guts, but... Oh, all the way around it. Back... I don't know what you call it, but effective. That might be it.
Just reversal of that Hurricanrana was enough. Stop Will. But Surge breaking up the pin attempt. Now Kronos slowly sauntering his way to Surge, ready to deliver some punishment.
Just stalking the man. There have been 2 matches now, and all of them have been crazy. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in the ring half the time. Kronos went to choke out Surge, and he was walked back to the corner. Straight right hands. Steady diet of right hands. Will being choked out. Apollo is out. Just squeezing the life out of him.
Will the Thrill in agony there. But Eric Surge, oh, not able.
This is going to hurt.
Finish off his assaults. Oh!
Kronos threw him so far, he almost hit Peachy in the center of the ring.
You see Jaxie Black on the outside just kind of scampering around. Looks like she's having a hard time trying to keep track of everything that's going on.
Amos is using the ring to choke out Apollo Starr. And again, in this match, in this environment, it's all legal.
Yeah, there's
Kronos
both
just playing patty cake with Surge's face. Pulls him over into a 2 count.
and both monsters there of the Wikked were trying to get a submission victory. Apollo finally getting Will the chance to breathe again. Though I can just imagine his ribs are going to start turning purple here in a second.
Or match his gear before long. Apollo was just standing on the face of Dingo. And we've seen Dingo anniversary shows here over the years. We're kind of going back and thinking about the original incarnation of what the Wikked kind of ended up becoming. Jaxie, it's always throwback night during the anniversary show.
We've seen quite a few blasts in the past so far here, but this one is this is just pure, unadulterated, just a bunch of menaces.
Down goes Apollo. A headbutt was waiting for him. I don't even know. Again, watch Peachy just kind of turn back and forth, trying to figure out what to concentrate on. Ooh. Last time we saw somebody slap in the face and fall on their back.
If this was a power slap competition, I think Dingo would have officially won.
What language do you think that Kronos and Dingo talk to each other in? Just violence?
I'm going to say violence, yeah.
Here's Will. It's a one-arm scoop slam. And Amos. Again, he might be the most sane one of his entire team. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that's not a sentence you typically say about Amos in any way, shape, or form.
Any configuration. He tries to fight off Eric Surge. Will's in a corner, Apollo's down.
Surge and Kronos are both the only two men standing right now. Calling Kronos a man is perhaps a little questionable. I'm not sure what exactly he is at this point.
You could see the reverse of what we saw earlier, that Surge was going to look to destroy Dingo in the corner, but he got cut off and almost beheaded. There was a large truck in his way. Amos still directing traffic. Just trying to get Surge back up to his feet is one thing.
The OVW US champ being held up now.
I don't think he knows what OVW stands for at this point. He might not know he's in Lima. Oh! There it Will, perched up on the corner. Just a matter of who is going to see him as Surge. Oh, on the way down, high cross body.
The pride of Lima, Ohio, making the city proud, but I think he inflicted some damage to himself with that one from what he saw, his crushed ribs earlier when he was in that submission.
I think he almost set it up on the other side of town. It's Apollo just straight throwing rights up into the face of Dingo. Surge started as a drop kick, ended up with almost an insecurity to the back of the head. That'll knock down a monster.
Amos looks like he's trying to crawl his way up. Apollo picks him up.
Oh, no. Out.
He wants to ensure that the others are left out of commission for now.
Ooh, with that running kick sent Kronos into the front row. Now it's Apollo. Amos just tried to wave off Apollo. Go away. Leave me alone.
Look, after months and months since this,
Surge looking to fly up and over. Got them both.
for months the Wikked have found themselves to be thorns in the side.
Wait a second.
Alex Lynch.
What the hell is he doing?
Is that a screwdriver? A pike? It's just whatever it was went right back in the forehead of Alex Lynch.
Uh-oh. And Apollo found it. Who's the only guy left back in the ring? Amos went for a roll-up, and Apollo straight kick to the back. Just on the roll, and Will going back to the top, and that weapon's still in the ring.
Apollo gave the signal. after 5 months.
Well, to the top, frog splash on Amos. That's got to be it. Count it, Peachy. 1, 2, and 3.
There you have
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Poison, Apollo, Starr, The Bomb, Eric Surge, and Will,
Ego is
The
halfway
Thrill!
under the barricade.
After 5 months of the Wikked splintering into the sides of Apollo and Will and Cassius, tonight here at the War Anniversary event, they came together and finally ended their business in the way that they'd like to.
Will says it's going down, and tonight it did. Trying to hit that pay window, and must have been a heck of a phone call again to Apollo Starr.
Absolutely. 3 men in the ring. Very happy to be celebrating right now. And you can hear the entire crowd is happy with them. But this won't be the last we see of the Wikked here, because remember, our main event here tonight for the vacant War Heavyweight Championship, the Beastman will be fighting a whole lot of dude in Crash Jackson in a hardcore street fight. Folks, that's gonna be pure carnage through and through. But we still have so much more to get through before we get to that point. Stay tuned, it's coming at you.
Match number 3 here at War 22. The
Ladies and gentlemen,
long-awaited
representing the
women's title
crew,
match.
she is
Front of
the
the
World Wrestling Women's Champion, the daughter of 1,000 maniacs, Shawna Reed.
Last handful of years, the Women's Championship has been held hostage by Shawna Reed, as she's done everything she can to not have to either lose or even defend that championship. And as we've seen the build-up for that, that ends tonight as she takes on Paris McQueen.
That she does, but I do want to point out something that Shawna said earlier today in a post. She said for the last 8 years, you can love her, you can hate her, but you cannot deny her. She has been here through and through, coming 6 hours away to defend the title here tonight against that woman right there.
Stafford, Virginia.
I mean, I gotta go
She
with her.
is the SSB.
She was
Paris
fired up
McQueen.
during the Hall of Fame earlier.
Yeah, Shawna and Paris almost started their match earlier right there at the Hall of Fame ceremony. Paris McQueen, months ago now, won the survival of the fittest match, pinning Shawna Reed last in that match, the first person in over 2 years to pin Shawna. Oh, but immediate space cutter!
And remember back to Shawna at one point was set to defend the title, but it ended up with a belt shot and a disqualification. Paris got the win there. These two have fought pretty much all over the tri-state area. Doesn't matter if it's on a border or here in Lima, they will fight each other for championships. And there are a lot of people who maybe tolerate one another in the backstage. Here's kind of an inside thing. Jimmy Shane, of course, getting involved. These two just flat out have to be on the other side because they do not like one another.
Yes, there is, doesn't matter who, where, what, when, why, how. If these two are in the same building as one another, they will come to blows. 2025 and in professional wrestling for the women, at least here in Ohio, has been categorized by these two blasting each other in the head over and over and over again. And right now, it's coming to a head right here at one of the biggest events in Ohio Pro Wrestling of the year.
Shawna had the Tres Amigas and then had some things to say to the fans. I didn't really think that was fair, but just tried to choke out Paris McQueen. Stafford, Virginia, where she's announced, about 40 miles outside of the insanity that is Washington, D.C.
Oh, D.C.
Kong and Brandon Day. Look at those as your trainers. You've learned some things, and a big reason why. I think the one thing that's impressed me about Paris is as her maturation has come from coming out with Brandon the first time when he was still the heavyweight champion, being kind of a shy, kind of a waiting to see a trainee, how this is going to play out, to now the young lady that she is, straight out violence.
But right now, Shawna Reed is showing just what she can do with almost 10 years of experience in professional wrestling. Sending Paris straight across the ring, rapid fire, charging in like a freight train.
The train was delayed by Paris, looking for the neck breaker.
Oh, no.
A great reversal.
Backslide there. Is this going to be it? No, referee Barney only counting 2.
Again, to give Shawna boot to the face, always effective. You give her credit. More than 6 successful title defenses. Heather Owens and Paloma Starr among that group. You beat champions like that, you are that champion on paper that she says that she is.
Yeah, she has been an ever-presence in war wrestling. And right now, she does not want to let that grasp go. She wants to keep holding that title forever, if she could.
And it was this young lady, Paris McQueen, making her debut at the War Rumble in September, who beat her, Shawna. So this goes back for months and months. And, you know, I'm really surprised, though, Bryce. Jimmy Shane out here. Obviously, he wants to celebrate and root on his boo, but he's got a pretty big thing coming up and a huge slam in a body bag match later on.
That he does, and against Matt Taylor, no less. Oh, is this? No, and it's not. Paris kicking out just at the nick of time.
Jake Ely already the winner of the Jeremy McLean Battle Royal earlier on, joins a couple that we'll talk about later on. Paloma Starr won it in 23. Cody Jones won it last year. They'll face off in a
dog collar match.
I was going to say a house wrecker match, really.
The most violent marital dispute we'll have seen in a while, but
I don't know how that's going to go. Shawna just taking it to Paris, not letting her get back to that vertical base. Again, Paris, from her trainer, Unchained Brandon Day, the Unchained Pro Wrestling Academy, she's learned to be resilient.
Yes, she does, and I think it's something you brought up earlier, how when we first saw Paris, remember, just getting a
seems disrespectful.
Nasty stink face there to Paris as she's just kind of laid across the ropes in prime position to get booted to the back. But I remember when we had the War Rumble, when we saw Paris for the first time, she was the woman who hid under the ring. She was the one slinking out of the way, trying to, like you said, she was nervous, whether for whatever reason. But now, as we've seen her month after month here at War, she's coming to her own. She's a little kooky, she's a little flighty, and that's all led to her being able to do things like this. It may seem like she's knocked a little out, but she's going to find a way to keep coming back.
She took a heel right square to the side of the head. Now Shawna Reed with a full head of steam. Just a hip check all the way down to the floor, nearly. Not only hit the guardrail, hit the floor, but almost hit that ladder that's there conveniently for later.
Surprise tool, I'll have to say.
This just a little bit different than pretty much everything else that goes on. That almost all this show has a no disqualification deal because of whatever the stipulation is. But this one, just a good old-fashioned grudge match for the championship.
Absolutely, this is just purely a match to determine who is the best. No running, no cowtailing, just a straight up fight.
I believe in the case of one young lady, it's the bestestest. I believe that's how she put it. And that's
Shot block there.
It's not going the way I think that Paris would like. Just trying to gasp for air. Now the count up to 4. Smart play on Shawna's part, though. Choke her out until around 6 and then just roll back in the ring. Well, thought she was going to stay there and just count the win.
Hey, Shawna Reed knows the rules and she knows how to bend them. Do whatever you can to be able to inflict as much damage to your opponent. And notice a lot of this has been targeting Paris's breathing.
By the way there, you see these shots from on the floor. Shout out to Ryan, by the way, one of the unsung heroes here in World Wrestling. They named it earlier on during the Hall of Fame ceremony. Just about as thankful as we can be to anybody as we are to him.
He's the man that makes us look good and sound good. We appreciate him for it.
He spends extra hours in the editing room.
Right now, Shawna Reed arguing with referee Barney, but she is well within the rules to keep doing as she pleases. And now she's just taunting Paris.
She might be hearing those 1,000 Maniacs in her head right now.
It would not surprise me, considering having seen a large chunk of Shawna's career. This woman has gone through just about anything you can imagine and has quite a few experiences that could lead credence to wanting to just dismantle somebody.
Well, you know, obviously her start here in War, she's the same too in her violence and her maturation of kind of what she has become. But I mean, you go back and you look at a good chunk of her career with FGW where she was fighting dudes a lot of times.
Yeah.
She knows how to be physical and how to run that limit as far as it'll go.
Not just how to be physical, how to be tactical, know where to strike, and something I was getting at earlier. A lot of the offense that she's doing has been things that target Paris's upper body, targets the breathing, the neck, the ribs, knock all the wind out of her so she's just laying like dead weight.
Suplex on the floor helps too. I think Barney's not going to write her any Christmas cards after this.
Absolutely
I'm tired
not.
of you not listening. To be fair though, the way the rest of the show is probably going to go, it's not going to be the last time someone's not going to listen to it.
That tends to be how it goes. But right now, it's just we're here probably now for like the past few minutes. Paris has not had a single chance to get an offense on Shawna. She has been kept locked. She's locked it down, and this is with discounting the fact that Jimmy Shane and Jake Ely are both here. They haven't really factored into this yet, and you know they will.
Just really the one time with Jimmy, but wait a second. What am I hearing? Is this a tribute to Rick Derringer? There's a lot of...
Is that a flaunt to Jack Long?
There was a lot of things that were going on there. I can't believe I did that move. Nobody kicks out of that leg drop.
Well,
Not since '83.
well, you know.
I just can't believe it.
Paris might lose by referee decision. She hasn't moved.
Yeah, at some point, I don't know what she's got against Terry, but fans don't seem to like it.
Going for round 2, just for good measure.
And a mistake.
Paris
Too much time.
played a little coy, or maybe she just gained conscious at the right time.
I think Paris might have just woken up from her coma. Shawna with a miss on a full head of speed. Now, here comes the challenger.
She may be on wobbly feet, but she's a house of fire.
2 and trying to go again, figure out how to put one of the long-reigning champions we've ever had in War, men or women, down in a full head of steam. You did it, I can do it. And it's Shawna now who's, oh no, in a world of trouble. Going for the cover, 1 and 2 and a new, no.
Good ring awareness there. Arm was just long enough to be able to reach that rope.
Paris behind the crowd. They're trying to fire back up and go back into the corner again.
Charging up another hip attack, I think.
Here she comes, and Shawna able to get out of the way. And a beautiful throw, the German. Dropped Paris on the back of her head.
Paris McQueen out on the floor. She's back in familiar territory as Shawna. Look at her, she's breathing heavy, but she looks like she's not even breaking a sweat right now.
But is she taking too much time?
You hear the crowd trying to give Paris everything they can.
Jimmy Shane telling them to be quiet.
Both women now up on the ropes.
This could be dangerous. Shawna has got an idea, pretty much a total elimination of everything of Paris McQueen. Maybe suplex?
Not just a suplex.
But a superplex.
Paris managing to halt it. Oh, eyes right into the eye, hand in the eyes there.
Of course, if you hear Shawna tell it, she did. She put her eyes on my hand. That's probably how she gets it now.
Oh, now we're going into an electric chair position.
This is going to be bad news for somebody. Paris, oh, straight down, we're done.
Face first into the mat. This has got to be it. Hook that leg.
Flat out.
1, 2.
No.
Huh? What? Huh?
Shawna can't figure it out now. Here's these guys.
I can't believe she kicked out, but
Again, remember, these two have had a match end in a DQ on a belt shot. Already tried to take it away. Shawna fell
hook
down
the leg.
the roll up. This
Roll
is
up.
it.
1, 2, 3.
And the brand new
Ladies and
women's
gentlemen, the
champion,
winner,
Paris McQueen.
and the new War Wrestling Women's Champion, Paris McQueen.
Paris McQueen, the first woman in 2 years to topple Shawna Reed, is your new War Women's Champion.
By hook or by crook, saw an opportunity, took an opportunity. Jimmy can't believe it. Jake Ely can't believe it. The crew has been dethroned of the War Wrestling Women's Championship.
And just look at Ely and Shane, baffled, utterly baffled, just like I am. I can't believe it.
So one of the 4 opportunities for the crew has gone by the wayside, and maybe that's what Jake Ely's going to use his title shot for.
I mean, whatever they're gonna do, folks, the crew's off to now 50-50. We're gonna see later on tonight, are they gonna get the tag team championship? And is Jimmy gonna put Matt Taylor in a body bag? Stay tuned.
We talked about the War Wrestling Tag Team Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Is here to try to take it. The 4 wise guys to the left.
Tag
Kevin
Team
Capo on the right. Tommy
Championship.
Hamilton. But they are in a unique position tonight
Challenger
that if they want to
from
take the Tag Team Championships,
Chicago, the main man,
from a gauntlet of
Capo.
Gimmicks Inc.
And he's from Boston,
This will teach them to run off at the mouth.
Tommy
Because after the last show about 4 weeks ago, they said, we don't care.
They are
We want one more
the
chance
Wise
to be
Guys.
Tag Team Champions. You bring anybody who's ever been in Gimmicks Inc.
Not just anybody. They said bring everybody. The wise guys are out here to not just take that gold, but they're wanting to prove that they can put down every single Tom, Dick, and Harry that they run across.
Or every John Paul and whoever else that they might run into. And the thing is, we don't know exactly, we know some of the members, but we don't know exactly, because those belts have kind of been defended all over, that who all is in Gimmicks Inc. Are you in Gimmicks Inc. tonight?
I'm not. I'm still here. Are you sure? Can't be positive. That's what I want you to say.
And now their opponents in this elimination
One guy who won the championship, and John Paul
from
with his
Paris,
Rob.
France,
And then you've got James the Baker Hickey.
ladies of Appollo. And from the land of sweet
And as this goes,
James
anytime
the
a member
Baker
of Gimmicks Inc. gets
Hickey.
eliminated, a new member checks in. But all Gimmicks Inc. has to do is pin one of the two wise guys to win the match.
Gimmicks Inc. has proven before that they are capable of taking down the wise guys.
Oh, I thought he quit smoking.
Oh, you know, it's the anniversary night. You can have one as a treat.
Hey, all War Tag Team Champions, Gimmicks Inc.
But the Gimmicks Inc. and the wise guys have gone head-to-head in multiple different matches, taking them on 2v2, taking them on to multi-mans. The Gimmicks Inc. has still found ways to retain their titles despite the absolute Mack trucks that they face right now. But like we said, they being the wise guys, are going to do everything in their power to just utterly crush, flatten, knead, and bake that baker and that mime.
This is going to be an interesting matchup, I think. Not only that, Tommy Hamilton goes around just beating up people for fun. So this is pretty much in his wheelhouse.
Allegedly.
Peachy Rodriguez.
We can't say that for certain.
Oh, I'm
for
sorry.
legal purposes.
There was a trial. It somehow someone did not testify, or
State of Indiana had to dismiss it.
And the Baker is
Playing tag.
I don't think that's the smartest thing. These guys don't look like they came here to play tag or play children's games.
The baker is out here to score his bread before he puts it in the oven. And by that, I mean his ticket to the pay window.
And he's a very capable young man, because as he squares off, you've got a pair of OCW Heritage Champions squaring off. And that's a title that's been won by everybody, including Gino DiCapo, the current champion, on multiple occasions. And I believe once he actually took it from the Baker.
These two are very familiar with one another. But right now, Gino is none too pleased with the dance moves of the Baker. Are we sure he's not the dancer, James Hickey, tonight?
I don't see Gino dancing. I just don't see it happening.
It's an Italian nightclub. Of course he won't dance here. He has to get dressed in his full suit for that.
I don't think there's one of those in Lima.
Exactly. That's why you won't see it here.
There's not really any good clubs in Lima for Gino. He's told me that repeatedly. So McCormick, I don't understand why there's not any. I don't know. We know the wrong people, I guess. Ask Peachy Rodriguez.
Though there is the official war after party at Zircon.
There is, but at the time when he said it, he was very angry. I wasn't going to argue with him. We remember Gimmicks Inc., you talked about it, multi-man matches, that they won the titles from the Wikked in a multiple-man match, a 4-quarters tag team match. Gino's, again, coming out here, the Wise guys have to be on an interesting kind of set of conversations right now, because as he's getting ready, Shawna loses her championship. Jake Healy won the Jeremy McLean Battle Royal earlier on. And we know that, just the backside slap from the Baker, but they've got to be kind of on an interesting wavelength right now.
Yeah, you can only imagine just what in the world's going through the head of the Wise guys right now, let alone the fact that, and I think, oddly enough, I think Gimmicks Inc. is aware of that. Why else would James be doing everything he's doing right now? He's wanting to throw off Gino.
And Gino and Tommy won this. Oh, he's playing patty cake. Well, the Baker man.
Yeah. Make
Makes
me a
total
cake
sense.
as fast as you can.
And Gino, that's going to leave a mark. And Why not? Let's go one the other way. The first one didn't leave a mark. The second one will.
Now Tommy's just incensed. He's had enough of this.
The drop toe hold in the amateur wrestling background. Nice guys.
Tommy Hamilton looking confused here is where the Baker went. Oh, look at that. Beautiful takedown.
Gino, he's going to get one for himself with belly to belly. Now what is the Baker thinking? He's going to try to roll over him?
I think he might be preparing for a
souffle?
A certain drop, bacon roll.
Effective. Simple and effective. And the key to this, too, is that John Paul hasn't even had to come into the match.
Absolutely. If you're Gimmicks Inc., you got to think here.
Uh-oh. 3G, got him.
And we've seen that be enough to put others out.
3.
And I'm not surprised the Baker fell victim to
Ladies
it
and
too.
gentlemen, James the Baker Hickey has been
That's kind of what
eliminated.
started this whole thing. When they became #1 contenders, they beat up Gimmicks Inc. And then here comes John Paul.
John Paul looking a little worrisome to step in there without his next partner coming out.
But he's got to figure out who exactly do you think it's going to be?
Who knows? We've seen Party Mike. We've seen Savio Leone. We've seen
Mr. Kilmore.
We've seen Mr. Kilmore. El Dark Starr
look at
was
this.
Unfortunately busy.
Yeah, he didn't answer his phone. Apparently he didn't pay the bill. It said it was disconnected. But right now he doesn't need a partner. James still just trying to crawl his way to the back.
John Paul.
Abuse. Oh, good Lord. Good night. That might be new champs right there.
Meaty lariat. Yeah, if Tommy just would go in for the pin right there, it might be done.
I think the problem, though, is it's too personal for these guys right now. It's not just about the business, as Gino would tell me. It's about destroying the mind.
There's one thing that John Paul has done expertly well with everyone he's ever had a battle with here in War, and it is that by no fault of his own, he gets under their skin. He doesn't even talk. He
That's
literally
Brandon
doesn't talk.
Wait a second. He's about to get a new partner. And he desperately needs a tag. And it is Savio.
The Prince of Paul strikes himself.
From the jungle of Africa, Savio Leone.
Took him a second. He had to come all the way from the jungles of Africa. Oh, and here it comes. The cat on his way. Down goes Gino.
Savio looking like the meanest, maddest lion I've ever seen.
Is that illegal to hit him with his tail?
No, it's a part of him. It
Oh,
counts.
he's biting him. And Peachy Rodriguez wants none of it. Smart play, Peachy. And Savio, oh no.
Oh, look at this.
Oh! A mime clothesline
Oh
upside
no,
his
he's
head.
biting him in the crotch.
1, 2, almost.
Inner thigh. I'm saying corrected. Inner thigh.
It was close. I think he's gonna be singing a little higher now. Savio made a mistake off the ropes.
Oh, there's
Peachy,
Peachy again.
Bada boom.
It was enough to put out Baker with one. It's gonna be enough to put out Savio as well.
Bada boom. No more cats in the room.
Eliminated from this gauntlet match.
So quickly a 1 and 2, and I don't know that really Tommy should feel honored because the last guy that Savio bit was Matt Cardona.
Well,
Oh, and again, it goes back to Jean Paul just trying to fight off after losing Earth's meowiest hero. Oh, full head of steam, and look at Jean Paul run. Getting off the cigarettes has helped.
Look, John Paul is a very tenacious man.
A monkey
He's
foot.
got stamina for days, and he can withstand a lot.
Here comes his next partner.
In another life, John Paul is a multiple-time heavyweight champion.
It's true. 1, 2, and he was pinning both the legal and illegal man.
That he was.
His next partner Now on the way, and boy, does he need him in a hurry. And it's time to party, Bryce.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, he's the life of the party.
The meme generator bringing the 513 into the building.
Party Mike trying to hype up John Paul, get this party started.
Trying to hit him with that Cincinnati chili bomb and hope that it works out. Oh, Tommy, though, just too powerful. Shoved back into the corner, and John Paul made another blind tag. Straight hammers.
And another.
I don't know, did Tommy tag Gino?
I think they headbutted. I don't think that counts as a tag.
I think we're about to find out. Got him up. Hit him with a blue thunder bomb.
That's really impressive considering how big of a man Tommy Hamilton is.
6'4", 6'5", over 300 pounds. Party Mike. Oh, my goodness!
And at full force took down Gino, another man the same size.
It's like a home run at Great American Ballpark. Crowd firmly behind the meme generator.
The Lima, Ohio crowd here going wild for the party.
Oh no, the party is over.
3G
Another
again.
3G, and Gino with the cover. 1, 2, and 3.
And
Party Mike has
John
been
Paul,
eliminated.
he has a horrified look on his face right now, checking on one of his tag partners.
You can't have that many partners left.
But right now, he's also has to be thinking, oh God, I have to go back in.
There are these two large gentlemen trying to take my championship. The last guys that had it, the Wikked, had it for over 300 days. Now working on about 5 months as champions. Our Gimmicks Inc. and Gino. Straight brutalization. Ping pong in the clothesline. 1, 2, and 3. No.
Still managing to kick out despite everything he's endured.
How?
It's like what we were saying earlier. We've seen some of the crazy matches that Gimmicks Inc. has came into within this year.
We're about to find out. There we go. The guy who we won the tag team championship with.
And quite possibly the last person that the wise guys want to see is in this lineup right now. Todd Kilmore is here to try and get that tag.
He is your favorite neighbor.
He's your favorite neighbor and mine.
Won the match for the tag team titles, but kind of lost to a different configuration of the crew back in April. If you remember, it was Jimmy Shane and Jake Ely. So there's nothing that the crew likes less. Well, there's probably a lot of things, but then Gimmicks Inc.
Kilmore having that gloved hand outstretched. You see, he's anxiously waiting, but oh no, picked up once again by Hamilton.
Might be looking to slam him all the way back to Alabama. Just dropped him there's the tag again. Kilmore's a big dude.
Kilmore has learned plenty of wrestling skills from his brother Paragon St. James.
Continues to not go well. You get one, you get another.
Oh.
That down south headbutt to a spine buster.
And this is why I was saying, this is the last man they wouldn't see this far into the matchup. Kilmore's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve, or elbow sleeve.
All kinds of momentum too. There it goes. Well, I don't
Throwing
think that
the
went
gloves
how
off.
he intended. Didn't need the gloves. I've seen this somewhere before. See,
Off the ropes
skip
he
over
goes.
and
Taking a book out of the baker's cookbook.
I think that might be one of those moves you have to use if you're a Gimmicks Inc. He's looking right back to the mime, and the master mime on his way back in, John Paul.
Here we see double takedown there.
You set
Did
him
that
up
cover?
and I
Is this
knocked him
gonna be
down.
enough?
One,
Is this over?
2 to retain in the 2 count.
John Paul getting just slammed into by Tommy Hamilton.
It's like having a Buick land on you. Ooh. Just paintbrushed him.
I'd say more like a Ford F-150.
I'd say both. Uh-oh, we're looking for the Mime 19.
Mime 19. This could very well end the match.
He's got it loaded up.
Blind tag there to Kilmore.
And I don't think Jean Paul knows he's not the legal man.
Yeah, John Paul didn't realize it. He's like, wait, what?
What happened? How did you make the tag? Jean Paul, out he goes. Oh no. The 3G again. From a higher spot. That'll do it.
Mr. Kilmore has been
If Kilmore
eliminated.
didn't get that tag, then there was a good chance that John Paul could have just won it right there, because Hamilton was still out on the floor.
There's a very good chance. And there can't be a lot of choices left.
Our favorite neighbor is looking very distraught on the outside here.
And Jean Paul now has to roll back in. He's pretty much fodder at this point for two hungry lions. All they got to do is 3G to the end of it, and they are champs, I would think.
I am fairly certain now that Gimmicks Inc. is down to just one man. We have just Jean Paul Le Miserable left to hold on to those titles so they don't fall into the crew's hands.
Won it in a four-way match and Road to Nowhere, and Gino, I think, again, shark in the water, smells the blood. 1, 2, and somehow, I don't know how Jean Paul continues to get himself out of these situations.
John Paul is a man who has survived and won multiple one-night tournaments. Match after match, he has been through a ton. And despite all that, though, he's still going against the wise guys.
Unless his partner is the Invisible Man, there's no one. Wait a second. What the hell?
Wait.
We didn't pay the bill again? Wait a minute!
Huh?
What? The War Wrestling Hall of Famers and the very first War Tag Team Champions, Delivery Inc. are here.
Delivery Inc. Are they part of Gimmicks Inc.?
What the hell is happening? Scamp Linkage and Dexter Dementia.
Since when did Delivery Inc. get consolidated into Gimmick Inc.?
I didn't even know they were here. And a high. Oh, no, what?
Huh?
Wait, what is Stamp doing? Wait, what is this? What is a choke slam and a choke bomb? And now, the elbow from the top.
Huh?
What the hell is happening?
The crew looks as confused as us.
And now they're leaving. And, oh, not like this.
They're just like, screw it, take it.
2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Why?
winners and the new
The wise guys.
War
are the
Wrestling
new tag team
Tag Team
champions.
Champions,
But why Delivery Inc.?
Wise Guy.
What did we?
What is the explanation for this?
They haven't been at war in years. Did Jimmy reach out to them?
Play the right tune.
But why? They're just standing in the entranceway.
I mean,
If you thought the crew was obnoxious before,
the crew doesn't look like they're aware of why they're here either.
I don't think they care.
All that matters to them is that the wise guys, once again, are your War Tag Team Champions.
By hook or by crook, for sure.
Folks, we're going to have to follow up on this one because I'm lost.
I'm flat out baffled. And we have to go through this with these guys representing this company as the tag team champions. But what does this mean? Wait a second.
Wait.
That's What is...
What?
What is happening? He just gave the Wise Guys, the tag team champions, a two-fingered salute. What does this mean? I don't know how this is going to play out, but this development is something, again, we were expecting maybe the last partner for Jean Paul. And the first ever tag team champions came out, destroyed him, left him laying, and just handed the tag team titles to the crew.
I mean, Big Tom, ever since stepping back into the shadows of war, we haven't really heard much from him, but I guess he's gonna have some sort of statement to deliver later. That's for sure. Folks, that was a lot, but stay with us because we still got a ton more action coming at you. We got a body bag match, a dog collar match, a hardcore street fight, a ladder match. It's all coming at you after this.
So we've had shocking returns, shocking results. But right now, it's just going to be husband on wife crime. Legal here in Lima, Ohio, as Paloma Starr takes on Cody Jones, who Bryce. This is it. He said tonight here in Lima, Ohio, win, lose, draw, whatever happens, this is my very last professional wrestling match.
That it will be. But here's the thing, Michael. There is not going to be a draw in this match. This is a dog collar match. You're either pinning them or you're submitting them. And Lord have mercy on your soul, you do not kill them.
And you see the gear that Paloma Starr is wearing. Each piece that she is wearing, from the shorts to the t-shirt to the vest, are from different parts of Cody Jones' career. Different things he wore along the way in the last 20 plus years, starting with the shorts that are from one of his very first attires as a pro wrestler. She knows how to get into his head.
Absolutely.
Not only that, the entrance shorts and the trunks. The human highlight reel on his way, the 23-year pro. Trained by his dad, Tom Jones, with the Screamers. A fitting opening.
Cody Jones!
You see the mask that he wore early on. It represents the lineage from his dad, Tom Jones. Trained him in El Paso, Texas, now fighting out of Chicago. And the last match for a guy is always special, but what's the emotion going into this one? You saw him backstage of your last match. Not only are you fighting your wife, but you are chained to your wife, and your goal is to knock her out.
There is no possible world in which Cody can be feeling good right now. I saw him before the show. This man was in tears. And it was a sad sight to see, because you just realize it's all coming to a close. And it's going to be against the person that you're supposed to love the most.
You go back and you look at day 1, chapter 22, to start off the year in January and really ending in December. The miscommunication between these two feeds into April at Nobody's Fool when Paloma straight out knocked Cody out with a chair after his match. And this is, again, we have a fight in this building tonight. But this, I dare say, is as or more personal than not only any fight we have tonight, but maybe any match we've ever had here in World Wrestling.
Absolutely. While this match, it may not be for a title, there's no championship on the line. This might be one of the most impactful matches that we will see in War for who knows how long.
You know, when Starr is no stranger to personal rivalries, you go back and you think about her fighting Shawna Reed, it actually started over a jacket, and it kind of ended up with so many different matches. She ended up then kind of branching off to that, having a cage match in this very building a couple of years ago with Heather Owens, the first time that a major War show had been headlined by two women. There was a banana in a box, there was violence everywhere, but like I said, you now willingly have to get into this ring and chain yourself by the neck to your spouse. And I can't blame Cody Jones one bit for taking in every moment here before he has to go to quite literal war with his own wife.
I mean, you hear it in my voice. You peeked over me. You see the emotions on that man's face. That's a man who is weighing every option, thinking, am I about to do this?
Thinking about what he not only has to do, but what after this night he's not going to be doing anymore. And he came in full-on tears, and he stands in the corner as Joe Kopaz tries to hook him in. You know, Joe's been in hundreds, I dare say thousands of matches in his career, but imagine him having to be the middleman of this household rivalry.
That is not a position I envy whatsoever.
Cody just staring at Paloma, do you really want to do this?
And Paloma's wasting no time. She said no, she's pulling it in. She wants to start, but she's giving, well, I was about to say she's giving Cody the grace of the fans, but she wants to just begin. But you see Cody, he's resisting.
Again, he never wanted to fight his wife. He made that clear. But it's on Paloma. And Paloma almost, that's a huge drop kick, starts the match. You can see everything Cody does. I don't want to do this. You made me do this. Paloma started, and she said, Cody, you make everything about you. It's never about me. It's always been about you. And about what you want and what your career is. I've always been that fiddle. Now is that time where you're done. Give it up. It's my turn. I think the first score will help after this. You go into that one and the judge just tells you to go away.
Yeah, I don't think any attorney would want to take that case.
I think there's going to be a therapist though that's going to make some good money after this match is over.
So something I want to point out to everybody, why this stipulation, what got us here. You saw Paloma's entrance, she had that Hello Kitty purse hanging up over there in the corner right now. 2 months ago now, I believe it was, or a month ago,
It was in April.
she had taken that purse, slammed it into the back of Cody's head in his last normal singles match. And then she pulled out the chain, revealed it, and so it only felt fitting. It only felt right to the two of them that it has to be this. It has to end like this.
Paloma Road to Nowhere is the match that she cost him against Brandon Fields, but just think about the things that Cody Jones has been through. He kind of grew up in this building, had a win for the Respect title in a ladder match that actually wasn't that far from where we're at right now. He tried to throw a man off a balcony. He's a former War Wrestling champion. He had to deal with guys like Beastman. But there's nothing like fighting your own wife. So Paloma, I don't know, she wasn't thinking Death Valley Driver on that.
I mean,
scaffolding over there.
Whatever you got to do. Like we said earlier, this is either for ending my pinfall or submission. The referee will not be, unless one of the two of them actually is knocked out fully, the referee will not be stopping this. Joe Kopaz is front and center for just whatever they will do to him.
Oh, no, wait, no, there's a chair over there. Paloma.
Oh, no.
Again, at all costs, she's thinking about destroying her husband. And that might have saved Cody, honestly. I think Paloma just gave out. Now it's just mocking the crowd. So there have been a lot of folks over the years who have cheered on the Sriracha Muchacha, but I don't think that's going to happen right now.
Well, she is a very formidable opponent. Held the War Women's Championship for quite a long time. She has done just about anything you can imagine here that can be done in war.
Except for beat up her husband.
Well, that I was just going to say.
She's going to try now.
She's doing that now.
She's going to try to choke him out, not only with a chain, but also with some streamers. Just now mocking Cody Jones. And again, you know, we think about months ago, we had Starr end up fighting Appollo, father and son, and how hesitant Appollo was. He said, I don't want to fight you. You don't want to fight me. How this kind of was the same way, where Cody just got fed up at the very end. It's a version of drop toe hold on the chair.
Using the
but
chain.
Cody didn't want this.
Yeah, no. Like when you're going through and you're thinking, all right, it's time to wind down. You're sitting there thinking, I want to have that moment. I want to have that match. I want to do everything on my bucket list. And in any other context, I think this would be perhaps a sweet send-off, but not this. Never this.
Oh, just grating that chain right into the face of Cody. Oh, Cody must be cut open because Joe's looking for gloves. Kind of felt like maybe it would be a matter of time before that happened. Paloma's fine with it. She said, I don't care. I'm going to make you bleed in the middle of the ring. And right now, it appears that she's done that.
Joe going in to check to make sure that Cody is still with us.
Just rubbing his face. And again, this is all legal in the context of this match. Cody got two choices, either fight out or just give up.
See, here's the weird thing, Michael. While I entirely disagree with the method, I do in the end still get where Paloma's coming from. I get why she's fed up, and I know just having you have to think when Cody announced that moment. Oh no!
What could be in there?
Another chain?
Thumbtacks?
Knife?
A gun?
I think your first guess might have been correct.
Oh no.
There they are. Everyone's worst nightmare. Thumbtacks.
No, but you were saying that, you know, this is something else. You're talking about Paloma and how, again, 17-year veteran in her own right. The Team Taz dojo, she goes through, she makes a name for herself. She's been all over, but she's never felt, hey, even all the success I had here, everybody would say, well, where's Cody at?
Yeah, like feeling like the sidekick in your own story. And so I get it. It's not something that you want to see come to this, but when you are in a position...
No, not like this.
Oh, no. Cody stopping Paloma, and I think, now putting her back onto the ropes.
She said she wanted to have her own main character energy.
Oh, shot right to the chin.
Look at the show tag. Now Cody, again, you could just see everything that happened, whether it was the chain, whether it was the chair. Now with the tacks, at first, he kind of stops and hesitates for a second of, I have to be the person to put her through this?
Yeah.
And then it becomes, I have to be the person to put her through this.
No, like, here's the thing. Ever since these pun not intended, chain of events came to pass, the War locker room, it's always had its splintered factions and whatnot. Everyone is mute, quiet. They don't know what to say in regards to this.
Well, I said earlier on that Shawna and Paris have to be on opposite sides. These two have been too. Cody at a Death Valley driver
into the tax. Oh, Lord.
Paloma's face was split open, but now she's going to be picking little pieces of metal out of her back for quite some time. Cody could not capitalize on it.
Yeah, he's, from the damage he suffered so far, coming back to him.
Paloma's a lot shinier than she was a minute ago. Cody, knee to the face. Paloma is out on her feet. Just one more for good measure.
Right for round 2. Oh no, so
Cody,
got to
look
do
at
a bulldog. Did not go into the tax. Turned at the last second. Steered her away from him.
Cody, I think she caught a couple of straight ones though, to be honest with you. Cody thinking about going to the high rent district. Second rope and a frog splash. That's it. He beat his wife. 1, 2, and
No, he didn't.
just a 2.
Not yet.
I think Paloma was waving to you, saying that was only 2.
She was waiting for you.
Could have been. I'm afraid of her. I'm not even walking.
I've been for her.
She'll fight her own husband. I'm afraid of her. Cody,
I've seen the matches she's been in. I've been afraid of her.
she's going Heather Owens in a cage match. I'm hella afraid of her. Cody, I thought he was going to super kick, but he just threw the chair at her. Knocked her right back into the tax.
Simple but effective.
It's not fancy.
But it works.
Cody again. I think he's reached that place, that level of violence. If we're gonna do this, I'm winning this.
Yeah.
Again,
Lopez had to check on Paloma, make sure that she was still fit and able to continue.
cognizant of what's going on. Cody thinking about a pile driver on the chair. Oh, it landed it flush. That's done.
That's gotta be.
1, 2, and 3. And again. What is Paloma powered by? The hatred of her husband?
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's a hatred. I think it's pride. It's just pride.
Well, her pride's about to be hurt again, I think. It's got tacks sticking out. Cody. It's giving the one-fingered salute again, and they... Back body drop on the chair. Not only the front of the chair, he caught the side of it.
Oh, I saw the chair crumple.
That chair is... Again, what? Now with the sriracha.
It's only fitting.
It's bejeweled even, and it's like Popeye and his spinach.
Cody.
Oh, no. Tried to... I think she was going to spit it in his face. But there it is! Right in the face! Right into the face buster. On the
This
tax.
is it. 1, 2.
No.
Barely. Millimeters away. Lopez taking it away at the last second.
Like I said, my career does not end that way. Not at the hands of you.
Not to the bottle of sriracha.
To the face. She used that in a handful of her title matches over the years, too. Again, simple and effective. Look at unpretty Cody's face, but Cody into the cutter. Didn't get all of it, but got enough of it. Someone called a Cody cutter.
You might.
I might get sued for it. It's a different guy, he's busy. But now, Cody's got to, you got to imagine that was kind of pure instinct of a reversal of, I just kind of grab who's behind me.
Because, yeah, both of them right now they're still recovering.
Paloma might have tacks in her face, and Cody's eyes have to be burning.
You have to imagine both of them right now probably wondering, where did it go wrong?
Right there.
Well, Paloma's estimation is probably where it went right for this match.
Cody didn't come in as a Soprano. Not Tony either. Again, looking to finish this one off. And dropped it pretty much face first. Is that it? One. Oh,
Only
Cody.
a 1.
Paloma can't believe it. How did I hit him with that? This match isn't over. So the first one didn't work. Let's try it again. Right back down to the face again and near those tacks.
Drop the switch on him. That's 2. And he kicks out again. You got to think, if she gets a third one, you've got to imagine.
Well, theoretically, he kicked out at 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Third time's a charm, right? I don't know. Cody does not look like he's there. And here comes number 3 again, right on the tax. That might be it. The career of Cody Jones is over. 1, 2, and 3. Paloma Starr ends the brilliant career of her husband.
Paloma Starr!
How do you recover from any of that?
It's 20 plus years. 20 plus years.
Went out on his sword. It took 3 of them to put him away. Oh, and also Sriracha in the face. That also helped, but so the match is over now. Imagine the emotion that has to be flowing through these two right now. For different reasons.
I don't. You look at the body language of both of them. Cody just caught on the floor. He's needing water to clear out his wounds. Like you said, go out on his sword. Paloma was on the floor shaking.
She wins the match, but my question is anybody victorious in that type of match?
In a moment like that, there's no words that can be said that can make this feel good.
I just have to say, as someone who's been fortunate to call Cody Jones' matches for close to a decade now here in World Wrestling, I have always felt honored. He can always go. It doesn't matter who's on the other side, what the match is, what the stipulation is, and you see the water trying to rinse out the eyes, but I am truly sad. I am honored in a way to be able to call the last match of this just terrific man, but for it to be his last match truly saddens me to my core. Loma. Is that it? She's gonna offer to shake his hand.
I mean, after a match that you just had like that,
and they're able to hug in the center of the ring.
I think wrestling is weird sometimes. Wrestling is a love story.
Sometimes it's a hate story.
I think as much rightful round of applause for that man right there. I think as much as we all get caught up in things like this, the moments, I think coming together like that in a match, intimate, laced with so much emotion, in a weird sense, I think it's healing.
Maybe the thing that you didn't even notice, Cody has his wedding ring on.
You already know how we feel about you. You are genuinely one of my most favorite people ever. You have brought so much to World Wrestling. And it would be our honor if we can count you in as our first inductee into the 2026 Hall of Fame.
Rightful proclamation there by Christine.
I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew that he was that guy for some reason. I mean, people have loved him. He's done so much in this company. But I don't think he knew.
I hope he does now.
Yes, everybody.
He said yes!
So the first member of the 2026 World Wrestling Hall of Fame class, joining dignitaries like Jimmy Jacobs, who was inducted tonight. Then, of course, the king of the nighttime world and Tommy Wonder. It's not the boots, but you see the shirts. And the 20-plus year career of Cody Jones come to an end. From all of us here at War Wrestling, I can't say enough thank yous to Cody. Truly a king among the men in War Wrestling. Let him have his moment as we've got more coming here on this tremendous show at War 22.
Everyone, I request that you all join me in saying 2 words. Thank you.
Along here on the anniversary show, a very, very personal grudge match, kind of similar to the one you just saw. This time, though, less chains and domestic abuse, more Casey Jones in the form of No Shame Jimmy Shane.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is a body bag match.
There is nothing good that's about to happen to one of these individuals.
In a body bag. Zip it up.
Rick explained the rules very clearly. Put your opponent in a body bag and you zip it up.
As simple as that. But considering 2 men in this match, it will be anything but simple.
And remember, Jimmy Shane has already been on the inside of that body bag. Matt Taylor got him after the last event earlier this month.
He about suffocated in that thing.
I guess it was a good thing for the crew. Don't change your channels. It is not El Dark Stario. It is the Dark Star, Matt Taylor, the former War Wrestling Heavyweight Champion who has been in big matches in this building in his career. But it's just about, not the show end of days, but about Jimmy Shane's potential end of the days for Matthew Taylor.
Matt Taylor and Jimmy Shane for the past 5 to 6 months now have been going at one another's throats. Michael, here's the thing. It's hard to pinpoint what exactly started all this because these 2 men have just known each other for years. We've heard Matt Taylor before say that in this business, people become like brothers, and like brothers, you fight. But there became a point where that extended beyond nor like simply rivalry with Matt Taylor and Jimmy Shane. This got to the point of pure hatred.
I don't want this to get lost, by the way, the symbolism of the outfit for Matt Taylor, that of a gravedigger. And he even brought the shovel with him, and both men just staring. And this isn't a ladder you can climb and retrieve. This isn't a cage that you can escape from. You have to incapacitate a grown man to the point that he cannot fight you to be put in a body bag and then be zipped up.
You are quite literally preparing to send someone to the morgue.
I'd say that there is an undertaker, but I really don't want to get in trouble. That is exactly the task that Matthew Taylor and James Shane have chosen to take on. This is, like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that we just saw a dog color match between a husband and wife, I would dare say this is the most personal thing that we've done in War Wrestling in quite some time. And Jimmy trying to play mind games.
This is his usual antics that the crew likes to employ. Get in early.
Taylor!
But Taylor's not having it.
Right on top of the leader of the crew. Jimmy said the Dark Star died 6 years ago when he turned his back on Jimmy Shane. It's about finishing him off tonight, but Jimmy doesn't seem like he's in the mood to fight. He's trying to leave Lima, Ohio.
I mean, if I were him, I would too. I do not want to get anywhere near that ring right now.
Oh, Matt Taylor, a kick to the face. Jimmy Shane might just cease to exist. And you know, this isn't one of those things either where you get into a submission hold and maybe you just kind of let one go for the better good of your career, of your humanity. It's Taylor with another running kick. There's no straight out of, I don't want to do this. You go in a body bag, you go bye-bye.
Absolutely. There is, simply put, there is just nothing that you can say if you were to be the one put in the bag at the end of this that will leave you feeling well.
Black and blue is what the spine of Matt Taylor has to feel like, and Jimmy looking for some plunder. But if I have to, bright orange chair.
Very bright orange.
If I have to guess, the crew is not far from here.
They never are. We did see, though, however, at the end of our War Women's Championship match, Shawna Reed stormed out without Jimmy Shane and Jake Ely after they inadvertently had contributed to Paris winning.
Taylor in about the worst spot for a quick second, then he was able to turn it around. A 20-plus-year veteran looking to fly. And down goes Jimmy, and down goes that chair.
I think Nickelodeon's going to want it back.
Nick. That chair is broken.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not going to want that back. Now take a photo of it. Taylor, again, no championships. You're not putting yourself in that title picture. It's just about the good of destroying a human being, or the bad, I guess, of your own mental health at this point. And he found another one.
You have to wonder something, Michael, and another. I know Matt Taylor has said before, this is about not just trying to aid the betterment of war, not just trying to put an end to the crew's behavior, but this is simply just how much is this beyond that? How much is this just Matt Taylor having years and years of grievances that he's looking to take out against a man that he once called a brother?
Matt Taylor just trying to turn this into a party on Ritter and Swanson. Instead, he throws a fastball with a chair off the face of Jimmy Shane.
Jimmy Shane's already acting like how he would on the dance floor 12 drinks in.
I would think, by the way, that Matt Taylor gets about an applause of he's as effective throwing chairs in the ring as Beastman was during the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. Now about to deliver one directly to the back of Jimmy Shane.
Jimmy he's pleading with Matt Taylor. He said, we used to be boys.
I mean, you got to think these two have...
Wait a second, I don't think that was what it was. I think it was a signal for the crew.
Oh, he saw it coming. No low blow here tonight.
It worked for Jake Ely earlier. That boom stick right to the face. And again, normally, that would set up for a submission. But this time, dead at center of the ring on the orange metal.
See, you got to think these two men have been up and down the roads with one another. They've been a tag team, won tag team championships together. They faced each other in singles competition, multi-mans, main events, top of the cards, every which way you possibly can. These two know each other by the book at this point. And of course, Matt Taylor's going to be able to stop something as telegraphed that he thinks it is as a low blow.
Matt was not thinking about the body bag, but he was thinking about that chair in the corner, and Jimmy now just trying to kick him off. Able to do that, usually a precursor for a spear, but Matt, maybe the DVD for head right into the chair. His own idea was his demise.
And the chair even popped out and fell back onto his back. Now Jimmy just stomping mud holes into the chest of Matt Taylor.
Jimmy not only screwed Matt out of the war title in January, he eliminated him in the War Rumble to make the top 4 in September. This is a thing that goes back and forth, ebbs and flows, each guy getting an advantage, but like I said, you just can't quantify. There's no attribute check on beating a man so severely that he cannot fight you putting him in a body bag.
Matt Taylor was trying to go to use that chair. Jimmy stopped him, but now these two begin the slugfest.
You look at it on paper, Matt Taylor about 5'8", 5'10", 180. Jimmy, though, 6'2", 235, has got the height and the power advantage. But the question becomes that we've seen, whether it was the guiding light or whether it's the Dark Star, Matt can go to that place, but Jimmy says, I live in that place. This is what I do. I've always been the same scumbag. You guys just never realized it.
He's always, for as long as I've known him, he's always called himself the same thing. No Shane, Jimmy Shane. He's left it. Like you said, the fact nobody believed him is their own fault.
Maybe Matt Taylor didn't believe it. Jimmy said that was part of the problem. Jimmy beat Matt, that nobody's fooled. It's kind of that 3-on-0 and the 3G. But he doesn't have any friends right now. Matt doesn't need it on his own. Big splash to the quarterback. I think Jimmy caught him.
He did. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a choke slam. Instead, just letting the chin of Matt Taylor fall directly onto the turnbuckle.
Instead, it ended up being right into the buckle, might have caught the side of his head. Jimmy trying to become the Saturday Night Slam Master and get this win. Goes for the hookup. And
there's the choke slam. Gigantic maneuver there from Jimmy Shane. And he's saying, you ready for it? I mean, is this going to be enough?
Problem is, I'm going to say no because he hasn't opened it yet. He's thinking that it's over.
Oh, Matt realized what was happening, came back alive.
Straight hands to the face. Educated feet for Matt Taylor, but the fists are just as lethal. He's going back to that half-broken chair that hit him in the face. Try to destroy Jimmy. And anytime that he fights a chair center of the ring, I kind of question what he's thinking of.
It can never end well is the answer.
For somebody. Jimmy used it to get back up to his feet. Now the leader of the crew, so they're praying, or it's...
I think it's more a mockery to Matt Taylor's old guiding light days.
Screaming at every camera that he can find. And if there's one thing we know, Jimmy Shane loves some Jimmy Shane. Matt going back the other way. Drop toe hold. Jimmy was able to recover enough.
Matt Taylor is, he looks a little faded. His eyes are a little glassy.
Just think about the last 3 years in this building for Jimmy Shane. Ward 21. He takes on Will of Thrill in a street fight in this building, which nearly has real-life consequences, the cops being called because of how that one went. And then it kind of goes backwards because Ward 20, he teamed with Will of Thrill in this building and beat the then Entourage and Jacob Rose and Ryan Michaels, who were going to face off in a kind of coming full circle later on for the tag team titles. So he's had a massive impact on this anniversary show, and now he's trying to have it with the bridge that he's building on Matt Taylor.
You know, typically when you see a sea of orange like that, it's usually never in a good context.
That's usually the Cleveland Browns.
I was going to say fire, but you know, that works too.
Get out of this show with no fire. I consider that a win.
We still have a hardcore street fight to go. I wouldn't be surprised.
Jimmy, big elbow, Matt, in a world of trouble. And what is Jimmy thinking about?
Splayed out across this bed of metal.
He asked the people if they were having fun, and they said no, and he said, that's good, you're at a funeral. Taylor, though, oh no. Death Valley
DVD
driver on the chairs.
went straight through him.
Good night, Jimmy.
Jimmy's entire torso and lower body is probably screaming. And I saw his head just thunk to the floor.
Oh. And here's these guys. All three of them. The World Wrestling Tag Team Champions by hook or by crook. And a guy with a title match himself coming up. And there he goes.
Jake Healy sent to the outs.
Matt,
DVD
Death Valley driver on Giannoli. Gonna hit a rolling version of it, a super kick. Matt Taylor has more eliminations, though, of Mr. Healy than anybody else had tonight. He's gonna eliminate him again.
High and scary there.
Running game coming into play. Matt, we've seen this so often.
top.
Usually the double stomp. Did it off the cage here a couple of years ago. Now trying to, oh no, he's gonna jump to the outside. And he takes out the crew.
All three of the members just toppled to the floor. Jimmy, though, realizing that he, while in pain, is in the good books here. A worthy sacrifice for his teammates to get Matt in the position he is in now.
What kind of leader is willing to sacrifice his teammates?
One who wants to win by any means necessary.
I'm trying to figure out where he's at. Got chairs all over the crew, laying prone. I think they're in Knapsville.
That was in Tennessee.
Right outside Knoxville?
Yeah.
Jimmy, another one of those powerful choke slams. Matt, oh, he forked him in the head!
Where did he get a fork?
Where? Matt seems surprised about it. He got Jimmy point blank twice.
Did you have that in your shirt?
And he's now just stabbing away, trying
Digging
to rip open the flesh.
Just dug it right into his forehead.
You sick son of a...
Okay, admittedly, Matt, I don't know if that's. I think it's just going to make Jimmy want to writhe around in pain.
I thought he was hungry.
I mean, he looks ready to bite a chunk out of his head.
We saw already a dog collar match that had a ton of blood in it. Now, trying to undertake the end of this match and right to the spine with a shovel. I'm telling you, I almost tripped over the shovel backstage. It's no joke.
Matt Taylor isn't here just to win a match. He is here to bury the past once and for all.
Matt Taylor's not here. The Dark Star now is in full control. Hence the dark part of it. Jimmy is just bloody in the middle of the ring, and Matt.
He potentially, well, he's creating another bed of chairs. Is he gonna?
He's going back to Philadelphia.
Yeah. Is he gonna potentially do another DVD onto those?
I don't know what he's thinking. Oh, actually, he didn't get that double stomp earlier. Is that what he's thinking of?
Potentially. Jimmy's still just laying motionless on the floor, as is all the members of the crew. They've all had quite the nights themselves. Shawna Reed.
You said all of it. What is she? She just spit it. Is that
with a flask of some sort?
She just spit it in his face, and apparently not all the members of the crew.
And I thought Shawna had left earlier, but I guess not.
You can never get rid of the crew, apparently. Jimmy setting up for the spear. Matt is in a world of hurt.
And right through the middle, as if he'd just been torn in two. Jimmy grabs that body bag. And Michael, I think this might be it.
Matt is just flat on his back. He's been attacked by 3 men and a woman. He's been left for dead twice by Jimmy. I know that you go into a body bag, and I said this earlier, but I don't know that your overall isn't worth just giving this away. Is Matt?
I mean,
he doesn't have any help.
He doesn't. I think he's probably just laying there. His back's probably just spasming. I don't know if there's anything he can do.
Jimmy, he's just going to zip it up and win.
If he closes it up in his face, it's over.
Crew now trying to straggle back to their feet.
Watching their leader come to an end.
Oh, and Matt, able to lean up. And from beyond.
From the grave rises the dead.
Jimmy pretty much said, I spit on your grave, and tried to power him right back into it. You just see just absolute violence in the onslaught. How much Jimmy Shane wants this match. Or maybe how much he wants to destroy Matt Taylor.
And Jimmy about to return the favor.
Shovel right to the head, and he would say, there's no shame in that. That might win him the match.
Tucking the arms in, and as you might have seen, he crossed them even.
This time, stuffs Taylor's head. Not like this. A 5-on-1, and Matt Taylor is not able to. Oh, he did get his hand out.
Still out. His hand's still out.
I think Jimmy thinks he's won. Matt got his hand up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the body bag
Would be a winner.
No shame, Jimmy Shane.
Matt Taylor, I think, in like a last ounce of strength, he tried to stop it, but to no avail.
So the Crew are 2-1 on the night. Actually 3-1 now.
They might have lost one title and gained another, but no matter what issues may have happened earlier in the night, Jimmy Shane has quite literally put the past in the ground.
It took 5 members of the Crew to take out the Dark Star Matt Taylor, one of the greatest champions this promotion has ever had. But you look at the record, it'll say Jimmy Shane is the winner here at War 22.
Should we notify authorities about where they're taking that body bag?
I'm going to say you need to be on your phone right now. The Crew are in charge of the body bag with Matt Taylor. No good can come of this.
I'm gonna go dial Lima PG. Folks, we'll be back momentarily.
This match is for the War Respect Championship. It is a ladder match.
Brian Michaels, Jacob Rose, Orlando Christopher, ladders and titles, oh my. It's been hanging above the ring all night long. The War Respect Championship, the current champion, a former champion, and a guy who believes he will be champion in this matchup. And that guy,
Ladies and gentlemen, challenger number 1. It's from Cleveland, Ohio. God's gift to women. Jacob Rose.
this guy has a lot of love for himself. He's been angry at ugly people, is what he says. He says he's tired of there being so many ugly people, not in Cleveland, where the beautiful people are, but here in Lima.
There's very few men that I have ever met that are as narcissistic as Jacob Rose.
Think he's ever passed a mirror
Oh, absolutely. He stands in front of it for a while.
and then walked back to it?
Yes, I've seen him do it.
It must be hell for him getting up to go to work to leave that mirror. There you see
Also in the
the
World
World Wrestling Hall of
Challenger
Famer and Triple Crown
from the
champion.
ring,
Fought over this belt in this building before.
Orlando
It ended
Christopher.
about 15 feet from where we're sitting up here. He threatened to pretty much throw a guy off a balcony. He took on Cody Jones, and those two guys have fought forever. But the White Knight of this match might not end that way. He had it last time. He ended up a bloody mess. I think there's 2 other gentlemen, and I use that loosely, who will try to say he's going to end up that way tonight.
Absolutely. There's something we've always kind of known about Orlando Christopher, and that is if you see him wearing white, then he does not plan to end without a little blood on him. He will go fight tooth and nail until either you put him down or he wins.
Two guys and mentors to him that he's got massive amount of respect, and now Hall of Famer in it, Jimmy Jacobs, and the Hall of Famer Truth Martini are in the building tonight. They were here earlier during the pre-show and during the Hall of Fame, and you know, those are the kind of guys that if you're a kid growing up in the Michigan area, you want to show up, put on for, and that's the kind of performance that OC is going to go for tonight.
And now, of course, last but not least, our respect champion himself.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
You know, I've gotten so
He is
used
the
to seeing him
World
win that
Respect
championship last
Champion,
handful of months.
Ryan
It's really odd
Michaels.
having to look up to find his prize hanging in the middle of the ring and not around his waist.
Indeed. Ryan Michaels has been grafting these past few months with that title. As you see him stare back up at it, that beautiful golden belt hanging up by a chain there in our rafters.
So many things to unpack about this match. Remember, it was a year ago in this building at this event. The entourage came to an end, and you know, kind of for a while, Jacob Rose and Ryan Michaels tried to find each other, find themselves, what they were like, kind of without the other. But don't discount Jacob Rose, because unbeaten in 2025 here in War.
Indeed. Ryan Michaels and Jacob Rose have fought each other in occasions past. Here at War, Jacob Rose has costed Ryan Michaels on numerous occasions. And of course, then we look over to Orlando, Christopher and Michaels. These two have built a bond based out of mutual respect for one another, starting off more as when Michaels was in a more egregious state of being. But now, ever since they've had their battles here in the Bradfield Community Center, they've grown to have a bond. And this is why originally this match was Michaels throwing the challenge out to Orlando, saying, I want it to be you to fight me for the title. And Jacob Rose, however you may think of him, said, no, I deserve to be here. I haven't lost.
Jacob Rose feels like the little brother that everybody's ignoring. And, you know, what you're saying, remember the War Rumble. Orlando Christopher eliminated Brian Michaels, and then it was the same two guys facing off in January, the Chapter 22 Day 1, where Brian Michaels beat Orlando Christopher. And right now, speaking of being beaten, Jacob Rose maybe should have left everybody else alone.
I mean, Jacob Rose is a very, like we just talked about, he's nice, he's narcissistic, and that also means by default, he's prideful. He does not like being overlooked. And you get what you pay for, Matt.
And goodbye. Oh!
Double clothesline over the top rope. Jacob is absolutely hurting on the ground right now.
It's a good thing he wasn't in that Battle Royal earlier.
Michaels and Orlando now looking primed and ready to start off with what Michaels thought was only going to be the case.
Like you said, that was the original challenge that was issued, but as good of a match as that is to have these three, the Young Bucks here in this matchup in War Wrestling. And, you know, I still look at OC. He's been around for a while, but I still look at him as one of those younger guys and a sharpshooter. Effective, but it's not going to help in this match. But I still look at OC as a younger guy because he takes care of himself, and he's always in the right spot at the right time.
Indeed he is. Again, to your point though, oh, here we see, about to deliver the pedigree, but no, over the top goes Michaels. Ooh, you saw his
head or his back.
Yeah, you saw his upper spinal column land colliding with the edge of the ring there.
We have a lot of great sponsors for this show, but I don't know if we have any chiropractors. So now look at Jacob Rose. It's like a pit bull.
Yeah, Rose throwing OC's face down into the apron. Back in the inside we go. Now, of course, the crowd rejects Jacob's demands. Oh, baseball.
Now a full head of steam for OC and another drop kick. Almost a hesitation like it's from up north.
How apropos.
A lot of chairs down, a full head of steam, and a massive clothesline. Ryan Michaels gave it a 10.
Now you gotta think, right now, this start of this match has seemingly been focused a lot on just the three of them beating the snot out of one another.
At what point does it break down for a ladder?
Exactly. You got
Or
to
a
go.
chair or a table.
You got to go 18 feet in the air, go grab that thing, and so you can be a winner.
Or a kendo stick or any other kind of crazy thing we haven't seen yet tonight. We'll see like the cat lands on its feet. And a beautiful power slam.
Caught that leapfrog. Ryan Michaels saw it coming.
Giant ladder has been over here the entire matchup. Rose now finding a way to get back to his feet. Michaels going for one of the ladders in the entranceway.
He must have heard us.
He said, look, I punched him in the mouth. I've got a plan. I'm going after the ladder, but I don't think he's punching at Rose.
Rose not wanting to let Michaels have that opportunity first. Beat him down. Though I don't think it's purely just for the sake of strategy. He's messing with him. Giving him a no, he's slamming him there onto the staging.
When have you seen a human being throw another one so hard off the stage that their own momentum carried them off?
Not often. You also just heard the clattering of it as Michaels collided with the floor. Sickening sound.
If I'm Ryan over there, I'm getting super nervous with that camera.
Me too.
Not only because it costs good money, because those are probably the next places these guys are coming. Straight into the barricade. The front row, you buy what you want, you pay for it, you get good value. It's
You're
not
right.
take a wrestler home though.
You are right up in the action, that is for sure. Jacob now taking that ladder. He does bring it to the ring. The mechanism of victory is now here. But you're looking for, OC ducks under it. Nice drop kick there by Orlando Christopher.
And no stranger to ladder matches, and even in this building. What has he got in mind? He and Michaels. Now we're going to argue about whose ladder it is. OC Do, and around they go, and Michaels, smart veteran move, using it as a weapon, and OC do the same rule applied on the other side. Metal against flesh, metal always wins. Oh!
Yeah, so speaking of,
Home run.
see, you see Michaels there, even though he's going to grab the ladder, doubled over there in pain for a moment. When you're climbing up a ladder, I mean, I'm not like a little afraid of heights, but you got to think just having to keep balance in what is admittedly not the most like perfectly even structure.
No.
That's weighing down on your ribs, that's weighing on your feet. And when you got two other guys knocking you loopy.
Well, I did once see a guy throw a chair and throw a ladder at that championship belt.
Did it fall over?
No, I don't think so. I think if he'd have kept trying it, it might have. Each guy now in for a chance, and again, let it be a lesson to you. Nobody likes Jacob Rose.
Jacob, head first into that top turnbuckle. He is having to check his nose there, make sure it didn't break.
I think Michaels is going to as well. OC, I think, looking to hand out flights, but instead made his own way. Watch out, ref.
Referee Barney almost became part of the furniture.
Ladder in the corner. Michaels.
I can only imagine why he's playing the setup here.
You know, there are millions of ladder matches out there. Some of them are even good that you can find. I've got to believe that each one of these guys, if you look over the stomp, Michaels back to the sharpshooter. But you can learn things from all kinds of matches, and what these three demented individuals tapped over.
Jacob Rose can tap out as long as he likes. It doesn't matter in this match.
But what these three guys have seen that they take away from other people's matches, let alone their own previous ladder matches. As OC now on the roll-up. I'd have normally been a 3 count, but
all three of these men have won ladder matches in the past as well. I bore witness to the two of them in person, Michaels and Rose. And I know for a fact Orlando has won one as here in War as well.
Looking for the cloverleaf, and again, Rose. Barney having to try to explain.
Doesn't matter.
That's not how this works. But, however, you look on the other side, maybe the wherewithal for Rose of if he taps out, the guy will leave me alone.
Yeah, maybe it's like a Jedi mind trick. Maybe if you You make them think that you're giving up, then they'll let you live.
I didn't really give up. What I meant to do, I was tricking you, see? Now, Jacob went for that tall ladder. This one dwarfs that other ladder. And he set it up and just walked away.
To be fair, with the height of that one, it'd be a little hard to muscle it in.
He's by yourself. Now he's got designs on. He's going back for the other ladder that's in the entranceway. We still have, depending on what you believe, a street fight coming up or a death match. It's a crossbody on both guys. Rose just continues to try to improve like it's Home Depot.
Well, one thing I can say for certain is all three men right now are looking very worse for wear, and I don't think the home improvement department is going to help with that.
Orlando Christopher has a respect title defense in this building. 2019 at Blood, Sweat, and Fears, he had just an absolute war with the Godfather of the Midwest and Aaron Williams. And he came out the other side, but I think he was a little bit different from that day. Imagine what this one's going to do to him. He can't be serious.
No. As trying to crush the arm, and you see it was right along the elbow too. Michaels has had shoulder issues in the past, and forearm and upper arm tears.
We thought throwing a chair was effective.
Yeah, how about throwing a ladder?
Just dropping a ladder. Yeah, like you said. I mean, already see Michaels with the kinesiology tape and then the elbow guards. Now eating a face full of metal.
And now Jacob saying, screw that ladder, I want the big boy.
Now this is about whether he can pull that out without smacking somebody in the front row in the face.
Or without tripping over the either ladders or bodies.
You know, it's nice though. They say let the bodies hit the floor. He's trying to let the ladder hit him. What he's thinking of.
Unfortunately, we can't pay for the licensing for that song.
No, we just get like a MIDI version.
Now you got it.
Back on the day, you know? That's what we can afford. That ladder is not in the center of the ring. I don't believe it's close enough unless you're going to jump up there.
I mean, Jacob Rose does have a very good vertical jump. We saw when he gave Michaels that one curb stomp a couple months ago. He easily jumped up 5 feet in the air to plant him down.
You got to think about Ryan Michaels too, because he had obviously the deal with the first stringers, with Coach Cat, with Coach Steve, with Brandon Fields for this championship. Had to win a Fool's Gold match, which is a crazy thing on its own in April. Now he's got to be thinking to himself, when can I ever just have an easy night of just a one-on-one?
I think that's been the trademark of the past 5 years of Ryan Michaels' career. There is no easy nights for him.
The only easy day was yesterday, isn't that how that goes? Well, it's even not even a drop hole, the face buster. Hit so hard the ladder disappeared from the ring.
Now that's gives Orlando just enough time to come back.
Straight on the noggin.
Christopher realizing what's up.
Some of that Detroit on Cleveland crime you hear about. Look at Jacob Rose. Put the ankle lock on OC to make sure he couldn't go anywhere. And I think payback might be coming for Jacob Rose here for throwing a ladder to Orlando Christopher. Oh no.
He's signaling, let's go another round.
Orlando's going to go up off the ladder and
using it as, stopped the Bulldog attempt.
Tried, but they hit
through
the ladder.
And it just, you see it bend.
That's not helpful. Back body drop for Michaels.
Michaels his whole body is contorting right now.
Worse than that ladder is. Rose.
I don't think I've ever seen a person actually go through real life slow motion midair like that. But the second I saw Michaels flip 180 upside down, that was horrifying.
Yeah, I hope to not see that again. It's a good thing we're not doing replays. If you're squeamish, don't watch any more of this match. Or the main event, which I implore you to stick around and do.
Please do stick around for the main event for the Bacon War Championship between Crash Jackson and Beastman.
Everybody out! The suplex into the crossbody.
Orlando, I think I think Orlando was trying to join in for more of a crossbody, and then he just kind of went with everybody else.
Handful of dudes pointing out things I can't say.
Now there's 3 men splatter on the floor. I'm surprised there's not a puddle next to any of them. And Orlando just right back up like it was nothing.
It's just another Saturday night in Lima for OC.
Oh, we're going to take the whole crowd with us, boys.
Security's going to have to do something about that. Jacob Rose is a mess trying to get himself up in the corner, but the other 2 back into the ring. And Michaels, I think for the first time, has realized, I don't think this other ladder is going to be very helpful. Maybe I could just continue to use it as a weapon.
Whatever does the job, you know.
Where is Rose going?
I think while the other 2 are distracted, catapult Michaels into the top of the ladder.
He's gone face first and back first. And Rose is far away from that championship, but Orlando Christopher up at the top.
I wasn't sure if Rose was just climbing to safety or if he was planning to jump for the title. But either way, Orlando Christopher is here to trade blows and bite on the head too.
Remember last year in this building, it was Jean Paul who almost got thrown from the rafters.
And from that ladder, that's higher than here.
And what is happening here?
As Orlando's trying to go for the superplex here. Here comes Michaels.
Michaels bringing him down.
Into the electric chair position. Jacob Rose, meanwhile, on backside. Tower of Doom.
That is a long way down. Now for Rose, you have to figure out how to get rid of these guys so I can win this matchup.
Well, I think it's fair to say Orlando Christopher is sufficiently knocked out for a little bit. You got a couple minutes, but you got Michaels to contend with now.
Michaels feels like he found that 5th gear in a recharge. Shoots him off the ropes.
Spinebuster!
And again, somewhere Sherman Tank is smiling. He and Arn Anderson throwing it up on that one.
There is very few men I have ever seen deliver a more devastating spinebuster than Ryan Michaels.
Michaels thinking about a stomp. He's even asking.
Giving Rose a taste of his own medicine, methinks.
All the way from Manitoba to the land. Michaels now, I think that was going to be enough, but where's he going now?
I think he's looking for a little bit of plunder.
Can he find an orange chair?
I think those have all been confiscated.
I hope so. Oh, Matt Taylor's over there. Police department didn't seem to be real helpful when they called.
Yeah, they didn't seem too concerned. They kind of laughed at me.
There was a man in a body bag? No, this is serious. Please help him out. Now that busted ladder. I don't know where the other one went. Oh, it's down here on the floor. Right to the face of OC. Oh! He's going to need a good dentist back home.
Face to the ladder, face to the barrier. Now, Rose propping up the tall enough ladder to get to a somewhat close enough position, I think. It's going to be a little bit of a stretch, but I think he can reach the title from there.
Well, we'll find out. I think the problem is that Ryan Michaels is telling him he's not got a shot in hell at doing it. Michaels now is going to try to climb to glory himself, reclaim his own championship.
This would be a really bad time to find out that either of these two have bad depth perception.
Oh, and where did Orlando Christopher come back?
Oh, wow! Look at that! Just using the ropes as an easy step.
No way!
No way!
Powerbomb with a sunset flip.
Oh.
Everybody down.
All 3 of these men thrown everywhere like ragdolls.
You might want to call those cops back and ask for the paramedics. Even Barney got out of the ring because he didn't know what to do here.
You have Jacob Rose and Ryan Michaels are just, they're out. They're gone. I don't know how Orlando Christopher isn't like screaming in pain from landing on his leg.
It's got to be the adrenaline. He's going to feel it later on.
He's going for that title.
Somebody is a bloody mess. It's all over OC's shirt and pants.
Orlando Christopher is just a couple steps away. Michaels forcing himself to get up.
It's on his fingertips.
Grabbed Orlando by the belt there for a second. Now for a couple of shots to the back.
Straight right hand in the face. As effective as you can get. Now it's Michaels trying to again keep his own championship.
Orlando just holding on for dear life to that leg. If he can't go, what can you do? That Frankensteiner though!
From the middle of that ladder, and Rose back up.
That might be the world's lowest Frankensteiner I've ever seen.
I saw Hornswoggle do it once.
And I don't think even he got that close to the ground.
Thinking of what's he going here for it? Oh my goodness!
Thunder bomb off the ladder!
A rose-colored thunder bomb. It's now time for Jacob Rose to ascend.
Sent to his destiny to claim singles gold here in War for the first time.
Michaels nowhere to be found. Orlando Christopher crawling to his feet at the base of the ladder. Jacob Rose halfway up now.
You see he's having to use whatever strength's left in his arms to pull him up. I don't think either of these men's feet are really carrying any of the weight here.
I don't know, but I'm almost rooting for anybody to get the championship at this point. That there's no more. Oh, down goes Rose.
Orlando's free game. Oh no!
On the win, and OC off the rope and a dive.
Turned it into a tope cannonball onto Michaels.
Oh my God.
Talk about a recovery, but at what cost?
Who's alone in the middle of the ring? All by himself with his friend the ladder.
If he can get it up. Jacob Rose is kind of like, he's I don't know if his limbs are fully corrected right now, but
I think he hit his head on that sunset flip powerbomb.
Orlando's trying to crawl back in, but does he have enough time?
Jacob Rose says no, he does not. He's got 2 rungs left before he can reach. Both guys up there. Michael's still staggering to his feet on the outside. OC straight right after right after right after right.
And then, poke to the eyes. No. Just throw him. Doesn't even matter.
Just
throw him.
Discarded him like he's garbage, and Rose had one hand on the title, but the other. Here comes the champion, and Michaels.
He's going for the pedigree.
Looks for it.
Pedigree connects.
Rose.
Michaels.
Here comes the
stomp.
Up goes Michaels. That's it, Ryan. It's over.
That ladder is starting to tilt. He needs to get up there before that thing falls over.
Orlando now just up to his feet, but it won't matter.
There's not enough. I don't think there's any way either of these two can get back. There's no time. Ryan Michaels retains the War Respect Championship.
Still War
Took the battle against two of the best.
Ryan Michaels.
Jacob Rose suffers his first loss of 2025 in War Wrestling. But Ryan Michaels, as much as he earns, he survives this matchup.
With everything that we just saw of that, I think that's the only way you can count this. This isn't just a victory. This is living.
I can't drive 55. He had to do 125 the whole way. Revved up to get that belt.
And now Michaels surveying the carnage that lay underneath him as he proudly holds on to his gold.
Truly it is hail to the king, Ryan Michaels, remaining the War Respect champion. One more massive match coming up, the War Heavyweight Championship. Nobody holds it right now, but that's going to change in just a few minutes. here at War 22 is an embrace between competitors.
Two men who have fought together, who have bled together, respect what this title is all about. True mutual respect between these two men. And even
Christopher just told him, "You're the man."
He absolutely is. And even though Jacob Rose is on the floor right now, I know he might have been a little obnoxious leading throughout this match, but even you have to give him props. These three men went to hell and back, and here they are. A rare sign.
Oh, come on! And good night, nerd.
Well.
You didn't think it was going to end with respect, did you? Here's our winner, Christopher, taking out the trash. But the big winner on this night, the War Respect champion, Brian Michaels, here at War 22.
Something tells me that Michaels will have some stern words to say later. But for now, all hail
on aisle one
to your king. Folks, stay tuned. Vacant War Championship is up for grabs in our main event next.
This next match is for the War Heavyweight Championship. That title is vacant right now. There's no champion. We're going to take care of that here tonight.
There has been violence, there has been a personal rivalry, but then there's this main event. A Japanese death match, a hardcore street fight, and that dude, a whole lot of dude, in Crash, taking on the former World Wrestling Champion who never lost the belt by pinfall or submission, and that man from deepest darkest West Virginia, the Monster.
First to come in the ring by DXC Black, King Kong Haas,
Beastman, not a fan of signs.
No, he is not. To be fair, Beastman's not a fan of a lot of things.
That kid worked hard on that sign. He said Beastman ate his other sign.
Well,
Beastman gotta get that kid.
maybe Beastman wants to eat the top. Maybe he was cutting it up into little pieces.
I'm getting my title
But-
back.
I don't think Beastman eats
Crap.
those. Right now, though, he's about to get a whole lot of dudes.
The Beastman last Hall of Fame show, anniversary show, correct me if I was wrong, that was where he won the War Championship, correct?
Actually won it 24 at the War Rumble.
from Salisbury, Kentucky.
24
He is the King of the Horses. He is
the massive amount of beef in this matchup. He lost his last name because people couldn't spell it, but if he wins tonight, they'll know how to spell the damn thing, and it'll start with champion.
Absolutely. Whole lot of dude, WLD. If you're like me, who's a little dyslexic, you might think it says wild, and that's what this match is about to be.
Off the chart, look at the face. I can't even say the challenger, I guess one of the two challengers in Beastman, the former champion. Good luck to Peter Rodriguez. Godspeed. He's got to get back to Puerto Rico to see his family.
One way or another, one of these two men will be leaving War as the new champion. Both have fought one another tooth and nail.
Remember we saw Beastman come out of the crowd to attack Crash.
He did.
On a show he wasn't even here for.
And when he was supposed to be suspended. That was the whole reason the War Championship was vacated in the first place. Beastman broke the orders that were put out by Christine, and now here we are. It was then turned into a small tournament to determine which two men will be here in our main event.
Right through to open.
Right in the beginning, the barbed wire
Crash for
board.
the win, one. Didn't even mess around.
I thought it was already done.
Apparently Beastman messed around and he found out.
Seems so.
Wow, how about the head of steam from a whole lot of dude, the 9-year pro, and a pizza box. Is that from Regali's?
I believe it's one of our lovely sponsors.
Good night. Oh, he just pissed him off.
Beastman is not affected.
Crash. I'll try it again.
Beastman recently did just return from Japan, having fought in a few different hardcore and deathmatch wrestling matches while over there. This is hence why the title of this match stipulation. This is his wheelhouse right now. Crash is used to having a lot of chaotic matches. He's been in a lot of multi-mans, but he's not exactly the most experienced when it comes to weaponry to the level of this.
But he was trained by Sammy Callahan, so he knows how to get unorthodox. And the Remix Pro champion as well. And, you know, again, a whole lot of dude knows a whole lot of things, but Beastman knows one thing. That's violence.
That he does.
And
As the
a
Beast.
question, though. Jackson Black and he have not been on the same page.
They have not, and it makes you see Jexy was trying to warn the Beastman, say, hey, he was behind you, but he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't listening.
Who throws a chair? Listen.
Well, you know,
Two guys tonight.
Jimmy Shane.
At least two. Back to those orange chairs that weren't destroyed by the body of Jimmy Shane or Matt Taylor. It's all fun and games when you're holding a chair until someone kicks you in the face.
The average shoe size of deepest, darkest West Virginia is 16, I hear.
Like quadruple E. Oh! Just bounced off his skull.
Crash is just very, you thought he was going to be able to roll in, but no, that guard bearer a little too tall, so he went straight into it. Oh, and our front row audience, a
Husk leg sweep.
They are getting their front row experience, that is for sure.
That's why you pay extra early, just for that. You know, but again, this has been brewing all day because there's Beastman throwing the chair.
Where did that come from? I don't even know where he got the first one.
I have no idea. I think he took the timekeeper. Slick Rick got the hell out of Dodge.
I would too. I'm glad we're up here and they're down there.
Well, for now you are. They could end up here. Just straight rights, a Buick to the face. Just, again, violence for the sake of violence. You know, recently all those guys leaving Japan to come to America, I believe it's because Beastman was over there. They said, no, we
didn't want none of that.
We ain't trying to mess with that guy.
He came back to the hunting grounds.
We heard about him. Jexy, though, making sure to keep her distance. In case Beastman gets hungry, I think he's going to be mad when he finds out there used to be a pizza in that box.
Yeah, I think it was enjoyed by the event staff while they were doing setup today.
Yeah. Headbutt.
Just, look, you don't need fancy maneuvers here. You just need to knock somebody out.
It's like getting hit with probably a bowling ball, I would imagine.
Now here's something I want, uh-oh.
This man's trying to leave.
I think he's trying to eat somebody.
Is that how he regains his strength?
Probably.
Eats a small child.
Knocks over our lighting set.
But again, this has been brewing for a while. Beastman was the World Wrestling Champion for 307 days. Stripped in April by Ripper Blackheart, and Beastman stopped that on the entranceway. Crash.
Took a tumble there, that's for certain. And Beastman's left.
Beastman has left the building. Maybe he's looking for Matt Taylor.
Frankly, I think Matt Taylor might be buried 6 feet under by now.
Oh my God.
What the broken TV!
What the hell is going on? But I don't know what the return policy is, but
I think the warranties ran out, that's for sure.
He disappointed. Oh, and he smashed him on the TV.
I want everyone to know that TV was operational earlier today.
Surely not now. I thought it was a door when he came back out at first. And,
oh, Peachy, watch
get
out.
out of the way, Peachy. He's got a family.
You know, when Crash Jackson signed on to this match stipulation, I don't think he expected to be slammed with a TV.
How'd your day go, Crash? I had a guy throw a TV at me. How do you think it went? Now, Beastman, bounce off the ropes and crash with a clothesline. Down goes Beastman, flat on his back. You know, you had to say earlier, yeah, we're safe up here. You still feel that way?
Not entirely.
You're not going to see yourself on that TV anytime soon. Crash, look at the bow of it. Just bounced it off Beastman.
The fact it has any buoyancy to bounce at all.
Again.
It's bowed now into the curvature of Beastman's waist.
Jexy yelled something at Crash, and Crash responded back.
In kind.
He used some creative language.
Just a giant shot there from Crash.
Here's my question for you. When's the last time you've seen someone beat up Beastman like this?
Never. Never. Not once. I think the last time I saw something that got close was Brandon Day, and that was a hellacious battle.
Now, who's the sick individual that came up with these barbed wire boards?
I'm going to bet it was probably some medieval torture device that someone carried over through the years.
It's kind of Final Destination. Or Saw. Somebody watched one of those movies and came up with it. A sick individual that put this together in the trash can lid straight off the skull of the former champion.
Michael, I feel like we do have to ask ourselves a question. You brought this potential up with 3 different matches earlier. What are the actual likely odds, oh Lord, of someone winning this match via knockout?
Well, depends on if you believe getting hit with a TV is good for you or not. I think Peachy just handed Beastman a ladder and he threw it.
I hope that was the one that was busted from earlier.
If it's not, it's about to be. Husk indeed. There are tables everywhere.
And now Beastman going for a submission here on Crash.
Jexy asked during the lead up in the 4 weeks to this matchup, why is Crash always talking? Why is our name always in his mouth? Does he really believe this is going to be good for him? You can win any contenders match you want, but you still have to take down a beast at the end. But Crash is holding his own right now.
Here's something I've learned about Crash. He's a very selfless man. He talked about the fact that that him taking on the Wikked as he has is to rid war of them. And if he can manage to expel the Beastman here tonight, then he will be doing the world a favor. And I think he truly believes it.
Jexy just screamed, "Make it stop, ref," at Peachy Rodriguez.
Hey, here's the thing. Jexy has that bone. She is allowed to throw in that bone as if it was a towel. She could make this match end whenever she wants. But will she? Heck no.
No, there's no way. Beastman was the 15th man to hold the World Wrestling Championship, the 18th overall champion. Will he be the next one in line? Right now, it's not looking good for Husk.
Crash now coming in. Another forearm shot. One of his signature offenses.
Face.
Oh yeah. Beastman is caked in red right now. Slime slick gore and meaty flesh upon the Beastman.
Get a DDT right on top of it.
I think Beastman gave himself more of that trash can than he gave Crash, but
It's Jesse throwing in the ring. She's just throwing something across the building.
trying to get the attention of the Beastman, trying to rouse him.
I don't know that that's something you want at this point.
Beastman just spat out a tooth, I think, all the way to Timbuktu.
Yeah, that dentist we talked about earlier on when Orlando Christopher hit the railing. Beastman's going to have to find one in the wild. Here's the pull.
Just hellacious thud.
Broken garbage can. Jexius, for some reason, looked at us and screamed, "I am getting my title back." The key word of that sentence being "my."
I was just about to say, Jexy, you're not the one getting in the match right now. The day that I see Jexy Black with the War Heavyweight Championship around her waist is the day the universe explodes.
Well, to be fair, she's on. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, Lord.
The barbed wire broke across the face of Crash. But to be fair, she had it before. Just didn't necessarily belong to her. Fans are yelling out for Future to do something.
There's nothing that he can do.
He's just there with a gentleman quits,
He is,
stand or submit.
yeah, he is here as a legal capacity, and that's it.
And again, the relentless violence of Beastman. How do you put him down? We saw him with the Wikked in a six-man tag. We saw him beat up guys in his own tag match. We saw him attack Crash leading up to this whole thing, and like we talked about earlier, wasn't even here. But now it's Crash who's just got to withstand the mighty Beastman.
Just, you know, in the previous match, we saw ladders getting used as a weapon. We didn't see someone just throw one down at somebody from like 8 feet in the air.
I'm pretty sure that he hit him in the kidney with the bottom of it.
Yeah.
There's going to be a hellacious mark on his back. Remember Crash, too. Crash had to beat
Beastman
Zodiac.
just took a swing at Peachy.
There's probably a lot of people in the building who would try to take a swing at Peachy. But Crash had to beat Zodiac to get to this point.
Yeah, we saw how that match went.
Monster after monster after monster.
Beastman had to beat Apollo to get to here.
Right now. Maybe take a second if you're a Beastman. Oh, Beastman.
I think the Beastman is actually starting to lose a bit of steam, though.
There it goes.
Doing something like that doesn't matter if you're starting to get woozy. Throw your whole body weight at somebody, it'll work.
Speaking of steam, Crash has to feel like he just got run over by a riverboat. And again, in the ring, there's nothing referee Peachy Rodriguez can do.
It's just simply try to hope to not fall over the weaponry.
Look at Crash's back, not only the ladder, they went across to hit the garbage can and, oh yeah, the barbed wire bullet.
And you can see a puncture wound even on his lower left.
Straight right to Beastman. A whole lot of dude with a whole lot of blood on his face.
Crash now, having seemingly found his second win, but as Beastman is still just, I think, on autopilot right now. His shots are wobbly, they're wavy, they're not really with thought, but he's still just like a machine.
All the violent things we've seen tonight. And then there's this.
This has just been gruesome. We had emotional highs of Cody Jones and Paloma Starr. We had the ferocity of Jimmy Shane and Matt Taylor.
And of course the entire crew.
And the crew. We had the death-defying stunts of the ladder match. And now We have
This is gonna hurt.
Crimson Mask.
This is gonna hurt.
Just deflected it.
Oh my God! He might have deflected the chair, but not the table. Here's the problem.
I think that's KO. I think that's KO.
It has to be.
I think this is done. I think we have a new champion.
Beastman
Peachy, check his pulse or something.
stirring, but look at the look on the face of Crash, the violent. I guess you would say number 1.5 contender.
Yep. Jexy right now scampering away. I don't think she can do anything in this situation.
But run and hope that Crash doesn't find her.
The Wikked were handled earlier tonight. There's no other remaining members, unless
We don't think.
that we know of.
Unless Zodiac's here.
But I'm astounded that the Beastman is still.
Look at the blood on that broken chair. This is caked across.
And you would think it takes a lot of blood to appear against that bright orange.
There's a blood-stained canvas. Crash is going to the table.
When Beastman was down there on the floor, you could see the crown of his head where his hair exposes. It's just oozing. It's oozing. Jexy is trying to wake up Beastman as Crash gets a table. I feel like I'm watching a horror film.
Yeah, at this point I just start wondering why they don't go out the front door and run away.
Hide behind the chainsaw walls instead.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Instead, just run into a dimly lit room that has only one exit. The only exit here is either to pain or glory. Crash is saying, I got this. He's gotta be feeling good as the blood just continues to trickle down his feet. Down to his feet, off his face.
You see the determination in Crash's face. You have to imagine that this is the culmination of months of the Wikked just being
Beastman just cradling his chair and thought it was to get himself up, and oh my God!
used it
A
as a
clothesline with a chair. When does that ever happen?
I mean, have you ever seen someone wrestle in a suit of armor? I think they should.
I actually think that would be smart. I don't know how it'd be very functional. Oh, Crash, that table is tilting with him just on it. Beastman going up to the top. He's already gone through one table. Now he's going to try to put his opponent through one with him.
That table's a little ways away. Is Beastman going to be able to jump that far?
We'll find out. It's a 400-pound man.
He is. He's trying his best to get up. He's not fully with us at this point.
He might just be slick just because of all the blood as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gotten Crash incapacitated enough to keep him there, but for how long?
Hopefully for him long enough, but he just can't make it up the ropes. Remember, he couldn't understand how to climb the ladder, but right now it's getting to the top rope that he's got the problem with. But if he hits it, good night,
dear
Crash!
Lord!
1, 2, 3, no!
How in God's name?
2 3/4. How exactly? Was it just a body spasm?
I think it's pure instinct. There's no.
Wait, what the hell has Jexy done?
Throwing out the timekeeper's table. She's retrieving something.
Say a lot of things working in the Crash's.
Look at the side of Crash smeared with the Beastman's blood.
Jexy she's looking for something specific.
Yeah, throws a tantrum in the meantime.
My favorite part about this is screaming at Peachy Rodriguez. He has nothing to do with what's under the ring.
he's just kind of putting up his hands. He doesn't know what to do at this
What
point.
is she? Is she trying to cut the ring open? She's got clippers. Like you would. Wait, no, come on. What is? She's pulling the ring apart.
Why? You're surely not doing what I think you're doing.
Why are they trying to pull the ring apart? You've got weapons. I mean, you have plunder you haven't even touched yet.
There's no need. There's no point. Like Crash has been on the floor.
A whole lot of dude is a whole lot of out right now.
I think Beastman is listening to Jexi's command for once, but this is PG Rodriguez checking on Crash. Oh God, bone! Oh God, Peachy's been hit.
Peachy got the bone!
Peachy just got hit in the back of the ankle with the bone.
Peachy's confused. What's happening?
He's like, what did I do? They're tearing up the they're tearing up the matting.
He's never been treated like this in the Rodriguez house.
Peachy's just kinda.
What are these two lunatics doing? They're pulling up the padding on the ring.
Jexi's throwing things at the crowd.
Apparently it's take home a souvenir night here at War Wrestling. Usually we have t-shirts available for $15.
Still available now and online at warwrestling.com.
Beastman, I guess, is trying to help the ring crew out. Jexy just tossed the pizza box at Crash. Still no pizza there. The Scarbonis weren't in town tonight.
If there's one thing that this is a testament to, it is a testament to how good the War ring crew is.
That's why they were honored tonight.
It was. They're three unsung heroes. I think he's demanding the ring crew now to get in here. And I don't think if you are the ring crew that you would want to deny the Beastman his desires.
Yeah, you know how you don't win another award? You tell Beastman no.
You won't live to get another one.
That's exactly right.
Beastman is just struggling with this metal barrier.
Again, Crash. Remember, he's gone through pretty much everything that's already laying in the ring. Beastman, I didn't know he spoke that English that well. He screamed at the ring crew, unfashion this-ish. What the hell is he doing?
The wooden boards are exposed now.
Guys trying to work themselves back up and throwing punches that are landing just enough, but
now we have the rightmost corner.
He's been just thinking about violence and violence and more violence as he continues to just stand and bleed. Crash teetering. Both guys, the ring crew working. I don't know what they're doing here. What is the ultimate goal here? Crash, side slam right on top of the barbed wire. 1, 2, nearly the end of this matchup.
That was a slow arm up, but it was enough.
So tables, ladders, and chairs, oh my, garbage cans.
Bar boards.
An exposed corner of the ring, dog collars,
guard
body
barriers,
bags.
Nickelodeon chairs.
We've had everything as the crowd here in Lima firmly getting behind at Crash.
Jexy is...
Oh, Beastman's taking out the staff now.
Staff, get out. Go, run, run, run.
Goodbye. Get out of there, Bobby.
Get out, leave, go.
Beastman is trying to pull up the boards. This is...
He's taking out the boards.
What is he doing?
Is he wanting to
insanity of this is not anything that anybody knew was gonna. Beastman is just he's gone insane. I don't even know if the championship means that much to him or he's just trying to destroy Crash.
I've seen some weird things happen in matches before. I've seen the boards be exposed. I've seen people thrown onto them. I've never seen a wrestler fully deconstruct a ring
while a championship match is going on. You know what's funny? Beastman is getting half the guys who didn't want to tear down afterwards some reprieve. We don't have to do it now.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna just throw Crash into the void?
Do you honestly think he's thought that far ahead?
No.
He's got a giant open spot now. But he's taking apart the whole ring. What is he? Just asked very impolitely if you want to see Crash die or not. Hey,
there's another one.
Bobby, I told you to get out of the way. What is Beastman? What is he doing? Get out of there.
Meanwhile, Crash is just
down and out.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to get back to his feet. Last time he did, he got thrown aside into a barbed wire table.
So Beastman is now, I guess, completed his mission.
To do what?
You want to go ask him? Crash has gotten back to his feet.
Beastman even directing Jexy out of here.
Oh,
dear Lord!
A chair.
About hit Crash.
Throw,
Crash stumbling out of the way just in the nick of time.
He can hit the championship with it. He can probably hit Crash with it.
Are we recreating the shark cage match? Or is that what we're doing? Impromptu?
I don't even know, but that exposed hole over there. Oh, and Beastman now setting up in the corner. That guardrail that he's been working on. Crash now stalking his way back, and Beastman was waiting on him.
Our poor ring crew having to scamper around like rats. Crash now.
Now he's got to run across the ring that he's just deconstructed. And
Beastman, you fool!
Fell in the hole that he made. Beastman.
So much for a running start.
Through the guardrail.
Just the weight of his own person against Crash. Enough to go.
700 pounds of dude.
That guard barrier is at a perfect 90-degree angle now.
1, 2, and Beastman is the champ. No, he's not. How?
At this point, I've given up asking that question 10 minutes ago.
But again, what is the last resort? What's the thought? What is? He's got the bone. He's got Jexy. What
is that?
Wait, what is?
Is that a turnbuckle?
Is that a chain? Oh my God! It's a bear trap.
What the heck?
What in the hell does this sick individual have in mind?
That was nicer words than I was gonna say.
Somebody needs to just put a stop to this.
Did you take a pitch stop to FMW on your way home, Beastman?
Onita is going to be pissed when he finds out. So the former World Wrestling Champion has got a bear trap.
And he's about to put it right on. Oh
my God.
That's, to be fair, that's better than I thought he was going to do.
Oh, he's gonna hit a pile driver on it?
No, he's not. He's gonna. No. He wants Crash to go head first into that thing.
Somebody saw the Saw movie. Oh. We've seen a handful of those already tonight.
I'm frankly astounded it took this long.
What is is just the thought process on the end of this match? Beastman staggering up, trying to avoid the trap that he laid.
Playing dance around the bear trap. Taking an idea from Beastman with the...
Oh, it got him on the hand! Beastman! Now, Crash has got him up. That's got to be it.
Sideshow suplex, 1, 2.
And again.
Kicking out with the bear trapped arm. Get that thing open, Peachy. Peachy's getting his own fingers caught in it.
And the screaming. It's just permeating the building here. Crash. Got to be a whole lot of sicko to win this match.
We're well beyond sicko behavior.
Someone might just want to call the cops to make sure they don't report here.
We already did. It didn't work.
Tell them to stay away this time. Oh, and flirting with that open hole. Crash. Looking for, wait,
Are you about to do a leg sweep in?
Just ended up dropping Beastman, and he hit his head on the way down. I don't know what was supposed to happen there, but
I mean, Beastman is...
Peachy's got to look down in the hole.
I don't know. Neither man are really moving. Beastman's trying to get some motor function.
So after destroying the ring,
Beastman, the first one up, if you can count sitting up, is up.
I think at this point you take every little victory you can get.
Remember how I said this was in there? I give up with words. Is it a possibility to draw? Because I think at this point we need to draw.
You know who's not hoping for that? The board here at War Wrestling. Rick Blackheart, the chairman of the board. This match needs a winner. At this point, hell, it needs a survivor.
I think the only survivor of this match is going to be Peachy Rodriguez.
And that's even questionable. That bear trap's still laying there behind him and that barbed wire board. Crash says, I am the champion. I've had enough of this. Beastman got him up on the side. Here's slam. Go ahead, Crash. Win it.
Please, please win it.
Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. And a whole lot of dude is a whole lot of War Wrestling champion.
The winner and the new War Heavyweight Champion,
Thank God!
The assault at the Bradfield Community Center comes to an end with a brand new War Wrestling champion, Crash. And that's exactly how you can describe this entire match. Crash.
This went beyond the concept of a fight. This is beyond the concept of an ambush, a war. This was carnage. This was mayhem. This was two monsters doing whatever it took. Beastman decided to go off the walls, take apart the entire ring, and Crash Jackson somehow still stands tall as the era of Champion Crash is here.
Oh my goodness. We don't come back to this building until September, and that might be the next time they clean this place up. Fair shows all through the year. The Putnam County and Allen County Fair should be fascinating, as they are. And like you said, the era of Crash has begun, and now Beastman, the question is, what's next for the Beast, and is Crash safe right now? There it is.
1, the hospital. 2, no. maybe.
Beastman. And again, remember, Jessie Black was around here somewhere.
I think she's disappeared along with half of a ring.
Beastman didn't so much bend the knee as he just sort of fell down, and who thought this night would end that way?
In a rare display of respect.
With a handshake. Two guys went to war. And the new champion, a whole lot of dude here at War 22. My, oh my, it has been a night for the books. Thank you so much for tuning in. For a stunned up Bryce T and Michael McCormick, have a great night and an even better tomorrow from all of us here at War Wrestling.
We will see you later and be back here in September.
This is a new era in War Wrestling. 22 years has been something special. But the year of Crash is going to be something y'all ain't ever seen before. Believe that.